Hello, Stream World.
Hello.
We exist. We're here.
We're
We're
back.
back. A
We're
dinosaur
back.
story.
back.
A dinosaur
Oh,
story.
man. That was a good movie.
It has been a month.
Far too long.
Like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Sometime.
Too long.
A little bit ago.
a month. Anyway, we had some temperature-related issues, some school-related issues, some
Sorry.
different
I'm sorry.
related issues.
All Connor's fault.
All
whole
of which are
Connor's
Connor's fault.
Yeah.
And we have all publicly shamed and flayed him alive, which is why
Yeah.
you only see up to the mouth, because the rest of it is just a completely
Sorry.
destroyed.
I'm
Shredded.
slightly laying down because I am really
I'm kidding,
because my-
Connor.
because
You're
my
good,
face
Connor.
is hot and the rest of me is cold.
It's because your face is right next to the computer, and so it's just like this wafting heat. That's like that's crazy.
No, it's my computer's not emitting any heat. It's
Oh.
my room isn't warm enough for that.
It's too cold. It's so cold that Connor's room isn't able to retain any heat.
Like I'm touching my laptop right now. It is cold. It is cold except for like parts of the keys, which are warm.
Yeah,
But
I have
I'm a
a space
decent length
heater that's
away.
basically pointed right next to my computer.
I'm
So
gonna
yeah,
get a-
StreamWorld, we're back. I hope wherever you guys are that you're warm, that you're cozy, that you're taking care of yourselves in this craziness. If you're in the winter areas, the snow-born areas, and if you're in the desert, you know, somewhere southborn, well, fuck you, I guess, because
It's,
you
it's
don't
cold
have
here
to deal
too.
with it.
I don't know.
It's
Some of my
cold
friends
there.
are having to deal with really hot summers because of the
It's close
summer.
to 0 Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
up in Australia.
So it has been a good bit. So we'll a quick little overview of what happened last session. The group having finally gotten the key to Nocturne's tower, were able to get in there and had to confront themselves.
Fun.
I think I updated Dustin. I think I updated your Wild Surge to make it so it rolls on a 3 or less. You'll trigger a Wild Surge.
Yep.
3 or less.
Instead of a Nat 1. So,
Warm.
so now the group is basically taking stock after having secured the seed from Nocturne. And is trying to figure out where to go next. Little do they know they're going to be forced to know where to go next, but they've kind of known it was coming. Kind of a choo-choo motherfucker moment, but it was kind of, they were doing things in the meantime to pass time before this event happened, and it's happening now. So as the group is gathered, because a lot of them went for steaks in the tavern in downtime, Chesuke wanted some steak, and Misu was like, I could go for some steak, and everybody else was like, food is good, except for Slate, who went off to pal around with, I can't even remember where Slate actually went.
I didn't say I was going anywhere, but I was probably gonna head over to the eastern side of the town, to a particular residence.
Yes! To try to maybe not get killed again, or not get...
Yeah.
Did you want to do something specific over there, Cole? We can definitely do a little
Yeah,
breeze
just
over there.
Yeah, I just wanted to do something real quick.
So while the group is chilling at the tavern, Slate heads over towards the eastern part of town, and I don't have the map pulled up because it's going to be irrelevant here pretty soon, but the eastern portion of Navaria. By immersion. Shut the fuck up.
It's all make believe. None of it's real.
It is still midday. when you guys had come out of the tower, you guys had gotten there right around early morning after your travels back from the fake or the magical forged village. But yeah, so as you approach the house that I know you're going to, you see your familiar young little friend playing around in the front yard of the manor that you recall returning him to. He doesn't seem to notice your approach, as he seems preoccupied with like picking flowers and rolling around in the grass and stuff like that.
Yeah, Slate stops for a second and seems to collect himself, and then heads up to the house. Or I guess up to where Tomas is playing.
Yeah, Tomas is you cast a pretty large shadow as you get closer, so even if he wasn't paying much attention at first, you kind of start to blot out the light a little bit, and he stops and he looks around, he looks and turns to you and he goes, "You're back!" And he like runs over and jumps and kind of like does that thing where he like grabs onto your leg and like sits on your foot.
I'm back.
Did you find your friend?
Yes.
And?
We did what we came here to do.
He kind of like chuckles and he's like, "You don't have to worry. Mama and Papa have gone to the store for the day."
Oh. That's good. Yes, we've found Liliana. She's safe.
That's good.
And I found another friend. Well, 2 new friends.
You did? Are they big?
did.
Are they big and strong like you?
One is very big. One is a bird.
A bird? And he kind of like looks around the sky.
I guess-
like
I don't know if we ever actually established where the bird ended up.
so. The bird. I mean, I kind of left it up to you if you wanted to take the bird, and everybody else seemed to be like, "No, don't take the fucking bird."
I don't know if I ever narrated removing the bird from my shoulder.
That's true.
What?
So he looks to your shoulder after looking around, and he sees the little mechanical bird. And he goes, "That's a funny looking bird." And the bird goes, "Useless creation."
He says,
Oh, that bird. I didn't realize you took that bird.
he just
left
never
the
technically
house
put
with
it down.
Yeah.
So it was just big chilling in
now.
Nocturne's tower with you guys and never did anything.
Did the bird have to confront himself in the tower? Dead.
Useless creation.
Just backing
Shouting
useless
at itself
creations back and forth at
yeah.
each other.
Useless creation. Useless creation. It resolves.
It approached itself and just very sadly went, "Useless creation," and then it also vanished into Nocturne's altar room.
Sad face.
Damn.
Tomas goes, "That's a cool bird," because it's really weird looking.
yes.
He goes, "I decided when I get older, I'm gonna be big like you." He goes, "You think I can be that big?" And he like kind of like gets off of your leg and like stands up and makes himself as like large and imposing as he can. Like and like puffs out his chest and like slowly like starts like stepping around in a circle.
Maybe.
It's the graveyard kid.
It's the graveyard kid. It's Dompe.
Exactly what I
You better
was
not pull that grave, or I'm gonna tell Dompe.
thinking.
Stop.
Yeah, he's just stomping around now.
What would you like to be?
Alright, well. I wanted to come see you again before. Well, before anything else happens.
Are you leaving?
Yes, we'll have to go soon.
He kind of like raspberries out all of the air that he had puffed up in his chest in like a sad, exasperated like release of the air. He goes, I kind of thought that maybe if we could make Mama and Papa realize you're not a bad guy and talk to the guards, that maybe you could stay here and even live with us.
That would be nice, but we have more things to do.
He goes, well, do you think you'll be back?
I hope so.
Well, then I'll clean up the extra room for you. And then when you're all done with the things you have to do, maybe then you can come live with us. And he goes, then we can play, and I'll take care of you, and I'll make sure that Mama and Papa don't, scream and run you out of town, and you could just be part of our family. And your bird, too.
Aw.
That sounds nice.
He goes, I thought you were going to be back, so... And he kind of, like, reaches down to the ground where he was, like, playing with the flowers and stuff, and he, like, pulls one off the ground that was already picked. And he goes, here! He goes, I had a second one for your friend if she came back with you, but I don't see her anywhere. But you can have this one. And he hands you, like, a flower, and he goes, it's from Mama's favorite garden.
Oh. Well.
You look over at this garden that's like covered by like a picket fence that like very clearly she doesn't want people picking flowers from.
Mhm. Well, if you want, she's not too far away. I could take it to her if you wanted to.
He goes, oh, okay. And he picks up another one and he goes, here. She seemed to like flowers and plants.
Yes. Alright, Slate tucks one of the flowers into a seam somewhere on his cloak and then pockets the other one.
Like, you mean like one of the stitching patterns where it like
Yeah.
can just kind of hang
Or
there?
like, yeah, the stitching pattern like a buttonhole or something.
Okay.
That's
Was, well, I hope-
adorable, that
I hope you stay safe.
I will try.
He goes, and don't
You
worry,
s-
I'll get. He goes, yeah, I'll get big and strong like you.
You stay safe. Also.
He like starts shaking his head, like at first like just nodding in agreement, but then because he's a child, starts to like the way it feels when his head shakes up and down, and so he starts like doing it a whole bunch until he falls backwards on the floor like this and starts laughing. He goes, well, I don't want to keep you, but he goes, good luck.
Thank you, Thomas.
And he kind of just stays with you until you leave. And he'll like wave you off. He'll do like the cruise ship thing where as you're departing, he's just sitting there waving at you until you pass out of view.
Goodbye. Guess while I'm over here, I'll just stop by where Liliana and Gloop. Gloop? I think that's what we call it.
Goop.
Goop? Goop.
Yeah, they're outside. They're outside the the eastern part of town. Like they're outside of the barricades, so it does not cause alarm for anybody. But they see you coming, and Goop just kind of like stands up from his sitting position up against one of the trees. And Liliana's like, "Are you ready to go? Are we all set?"
No, not just yet. I went to see Tomas. And he gave me this to give to you. And he holds up the flower.
She takes the flower and she's like, "Oh, he's such a sweet little boy. He was so helpful and so adamant that I help you."
He's good.
It's good to be reminded that there are people who care in the world, even if it's children. And then the bird just goes, "Ah, useless creation."
Well, I guess I'll go see what everyone else is doing.
She goes, "Okay, we'll be here. Don't forget about us."
I won't. Then I'll head back inside.
So when Slate, those of you who are in the tavern just casually eating your steaks and your, because for some reason they have decently priced steaks for being a completely removed town in the middle of the mountains.
They grow their own
with
cows.
with no nearby cattle or anything like that to speak of. Their import costs are astronomically low, and so they don't have to pass
they got
pass that cost off.
They
to
got
the
one
consumer.
wizard that teleports like beef to them.
Yeah, it's. It's, they at one point they tried to eat Caleb's goat, but
Aw.
There's a portal to the beef dimension.
yeah, and they're able to
Just outside
they're
of
able to they're able to provide you guys with steaks, and as you guys finish your food, those of you who are eating steaks, if you're just sitting there having a drink or whatever, that's fine. From a charging perspective, I'm really not going to worry about it right now. So you guys get free breakfast because you lie.
Steak
and tell
and
them
eggs.
You
Steak and
lie
eggs.
and tell them because you're staying there for the night, even though you won't be.
Oh.
We don't want that.
But as you guys are finishing up, Slate comes in and kind of like lumbers over to you guys.
Nice fight.
Hello.
You guys can have discussions if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Kylan, that's something he's talking about. So, we need my story to line up with what the tower is saying. So, as far as you all are concerned, I am a former Tower Knight. Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were a tower knight.
I
Yeah,
am
what-
a Tower Knight.
Oh.
People ask, we are to say you were a former.
Yes,
Tower Knight.
because that is
Oh.
what the tower is going to say if Cessler asks them anything.
Got it.
Oh.
Ah.
Tower's not supposed to get involved in worldly matters, and because I need to keep an eye on Ilar,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
there, I have to be involved in worldly matters.
Slate nods slowly.
Anything else you have to share, or
Don't think so. I think I covered everything else that Morin told me outside the temple.
okay?
Can I be a former tower knight too?
No.
I mean, if you really believe, You could become a Tower Knight and then become a former Tower Knight.
Becoming a Tower Knight is not something that is easy, especially if you weren't brought in at a younger age during adolescence.
Something tells me that Cecilor also knows that you don't have, or you can't cast magic right now.
Who is this directed to? Me?
No,
Okay.
Slate.
Oh, do you mean in Sirion when you say they know that you can't cast magic right now?
No, I mean Cecilor. Because if, like, we were saying, oh, he's a former knight, Tower Knight too, Cecilor would know that's a lie. Or, well, no, I guess Tower Knights don't have magic. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, you're
I'm-
thinking of the mages. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Misu just kind of chimes in. So the tower must really have a vested interest in Ilar if they're having you do things not by the book.
Yes, that does seem to be the case.
Which tower is interested?
And Sirion's
Sirion.
tower.
In Sirion, okay. I was just going.
Another size. God damn it. What
Are
they
you
doing
really
this
that
time?
surprised?
No, but
You are kind of trying to take over the world or destroy the world or something.
can you?
Something of the sort.
You? Yeah. That's definitely me. Why am I such a dumbass?
At least the tower isn't trying to destroy you.
For now.
Misu kind of like looks at you, Ilar, and goes, that does beg the question of whether or not they've considered the fact that if one part of you were to be destroyed, would that destroy all parts of you? It stands to reason that might be a reason why this other version of you didn't just kill you when we interacted with them to begin with.
Oh, maybe.
That is an interesting point.
Maybe he's
But
just
I would
toying with
rather
us. Who
stay
knows?
alive. Yeah. I'd
Yeah.
rather stay alive than find out by dying.
Might be something Jacques might know the answer to, maybe. If anyone were to know the answer, I would think it would be him.
Yeah, that feels like the kind of question Jacques would know the answer to for sure.
You know, I wonder if that may not be the case, because if so, wouldn't he have a vested interest in keeping you alive? How many times have I had to resurrect you?
I've stopped counting.
Yeah, so have I. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
We'll chime in there and be like, I can always ask the card.
Oh, that's right.
Chesuke with the, what was it, the fate card?
No,
Yeah,
the
the
vizier,
The
the
vizier.
vizier card.
Oh,
yeah.
Vizier. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, fate is where you can change a thing.
What is the question? If I die, does every part of me die?
It's your card.
I guess it's a matter of whether or not we find that enough information to ask to use that card for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we can also, Misu kind of laughs and in an almost Chesuke fashion goes, we can always just wait until we run into him again and kill you to see what happens and then bring you back if
Wait,
you know. the worst-
hold on.
Because it's just
I
an
don't- I'm
option
not
for
Well-
you know, scientific purposes.
That's why I was wondering.
Yeah.
Because wouldn't he have dropped dead however many times now as well? So he would know that, oh, Ilar's dying a lot. Maybe I should step in and stop that from happening.
I just
Or
really
maybe
fucking
he
hope
has,
he doesn't
or
step
maybe
in.
he has faith in my abilities. I don't know.
Or he also doesn't understand the connection between the two.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that's also
Possible.
the case. I just assumed he was watching him always. Well, however often he can.
Anyway, that's still something to keep in mind.
Yeah. For
I don't know that it
sure.
would affect our course at the moment to know that answer, so might not be.
Yeah, ultimately
Best
it's
thing
your
to do right
card,
now.
Chesuke, if you think it's worth it, you know? But, you know, I'm not gonna be upset if you don't want to.
Well, how would I ask it? Like, what does the card state again, Berto?
So it's you can ask it. I think there's specifics. Hold on.
I suppose that also helps to know.
So you can
Remember that
answer a
after.
question in meditation and mentally receive a truthful answer to that question.
Oh,
So it doesn't have to be a yes or no question. It doesn't have to be.
we would
It
just
also
have to
the answer also
win,
helps you
right?
solve a puzzling problem or other dilemma. In other words, the knowledge comes with the wisdom on how to apply it.
Oh.
So I can literally ask how to stop Arcanelar.
Um,
That's what it seems like.
I just need a
Theoretically.
confirmation of yes or no.
yeah. I mean, theoretically.
Okay. Chesuke will, I guess, he'll sit there and be like, you know what, fuck it. I guess now's a better time than any, huh? And
You think so?
he'll kind of like. Do I need to have the card in hand? I would
It
say
doesn't- it doesn't
RQ,
say-
it would be,
It doesn't say you have to have the card in hand, but I feel like if Chesuke's contemplating it and like thinking about it and planning to meditate on the question, I would imagine that he would like. I would imagine Chesuke would be like twirling the card kind of between his feet. You know what I mean? Like twirling it between his
Yeah.
fingers as he thinks about his question. So you don't have to have it in hand, but I feel like it would make sense that Chesuke did.
Okay, I'll just pull the card out and kind of meditate, doing what Birdo said, kind of just rolling the card around in my fingertips and playing with it while I ask the question to the fake card. How do I want to word this now? Do I
Yeah,
just word it how I did
the
before?
word-
How do we stop
The
it?
wording is important.
How would you word?
No, he's not stupid, right? He
No,
pauses
I mean,
for a
you-
second, and then like he'll ask the group, he'll be like, "Wait, how should I word this?"
Mm.
Well, I suppose, what is the base information you're wanting to ask about?
How do we stop Balar, the bad Balar?
Balar.
Balar.
I like how your Ilar isn't Balar, it's the bad guy.
It's the bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah, bad Alar. Balar.
Yeah.
No.
Like, and he'll kind of go into detailed explanation and be like, "Well, I thought about how do we stop the energy form of Alar, but then that could just typically mean how do we stop Alar from being able to shapeshift? You guys understand?" And he kind of like tilts his head to the side.
Yes. How do
Like
you make
this-
it specifically?
Yeah, how do you make it so we know that I'm asking about the evil version of Alar that is roaming around the earth?
Refer to him as the Ilar who can cast magic, like spells.
Felix's face.
I went to grab a
Yeah, I can't
Lost
speak because
pick.
I'm in the kitchen right now.
He sits there but he asks, but like, isn't shape-shifting a magic of some sort though?
You could say
What
the
type of-
Ilar that can cast arcane magic.
Yes, I am referring to that. So yeah, that specification helps. Thank you. there a certain school of magic you? I mean, I know you could cast multiple, but like, is there a main school of magic that you could call yours when you were working at the tower?
Oh, jeez, this was a long time ago. And I'm not even sure I have an answer to that.
Your magic was more druidic in nature, from what you told me.
Mhm.
So it would be all encompassing, just more druidic focused.
Yeah.
He'll sit there and contemplate for a second and think. Misu, what do you think? What would you call this version of Alar that is trying to attack us and take us down and, you know, do whatever?
Well,
Hmm.
we've come to understand that it's a version of Ilar that's made out of pure arcane energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that would be a pretty distinguishing
Sure.
descriptor to make sure that we're referring to the right one.
Could also be referring to an Ilar by a specific event that Ilar, was the cause behind. Like in Faradaya, for one.
Yeah, he'll nod his head in agreement. But after that, like, do I use the word how do we stop him, or do I say how do we defeat him, or do we say how do we stop him from existing?
How do we
will we
neutralize
merge
him?
them? You know,
Neutralize is certainly an
neutralizes. I wouldn't
interesting
say.
option.
Because it leaves it open enough that we're not trying to say like, oh, we want to destroy, but it still
Just destroy
stops
might be
him
harder.
from doing things,
Hmm.
or would just simply asking if there's a way to remove his magic be enough. Like if he's pure arcane magic or arcane energy, would that be enough to stop him? If we've questioned this already.
You know, that's a really good thought too. But what if? And hear me out on this. Like, what if we try to merge the two of them back together so he can be one whole Arcane Lar again?
Yeah, that's another idea. Could ask if
And then
there's
we
a way
can
to
help him
merge them
continue
back
his
together.
experiments.
No.
Continue your
No.
experiments.
Absolutely not.
Continue. Yeah. How about not that?
Oh. Sit down.
Misu goes,
There's
I
a-
think the wording really comes down to what you're hoping to get out of the situation.
Yeah.
Do you want to destroy him? Do you want to remerge him? Do you want to just make it so he can't use magic anymore? We also have to keep in mind the fact that the obvious response would just be let the world blow up. We don't want that course of action. That won't be helpful to us, so we have to
And
drill
that's-
down more on that.
Yeah, because one of
That's
the
what I was
easiest.
thinking.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
It's one of the easiest ways for Arcane Lar to just stop to be neutralized is for the world to just not exist anymore. But obviously that's not an option.
But
Do we
Yeah.
include that in our question then?
excuse
Just to
me,
make like a funny.
like,
It's,
One
it'd be
long
a
run-on
long-ass question.
sentence. One long run-on sentence question.
It's still
Yeah.
technically a question.
It's one question.
he goes, but like, Arcane Lar does get his infinite amount of energy from the world, right? Should we ask for
Yeah.
a way to disconnect him from that energy? Because I mean, it's not like the world is gonna disappear without his connection.
He's tethered to it. Not really unless now they've become tethered together.
Felix and Connor, make me Arcana checks.
While you guys are doing that, he'll ask, but like, are we 100% certain? Like, it's like if we get rid of one, we have to get rid of the other, or is it?
I think there's also the uncertainty
one.
of if we do that, will it get rid of the other?
Yeah.
Connor, in your studies of how magical artifacts work with regards to divination-based magic like this. You would know that as far as differentiating, if you just... The card is more than likely going to inherently know which Ilar Chesky is referring to. So like if you just say Arcane Lar or whatever, it's not gonna make you focus on that piece of it at least. It typically, the question matters, the wording of the question matters, but when it comes to divination, there's some wiggle room for intent. As long as you know the overall goal, at least when it comes to divination magic that you meditate on.
Kylam
So
will
like you don't,
explain
it's not entirely like a genie thing where it's like, oh, if I wish Arcane Lar was dead, then it just blows up the world. It's not going to be like that.
Okay. So, based on my studies, the card will, if you call him Arcane Lar or something similar, it's gonna know who you're talking about. It's the intent that matters. It's not like a genie. There is divination magic that you meditate on has some wiggle room. The intent is the important thing.
So it's really just going to be a matter of what you guys want to happen with Arcane Lar. Are you trying to kill him, or are you just trying to neutralize him?
He'll ask Alar directly, and like he'll look at him and make full eye contact. He's like, "What do you want to do? Do you want your power back in the hopes of that you don't turn psychotic again, or would you want to stop him, aka defeat him in a way that doesn't destroy the world, or just neutralize him and figure that out later?" Because there's no guarantee we'd be able to neutralize him again.
Yeah, ideally, he would be
It's
defeated
perfect
without
music for the
blowing
stop
up the
process,
world.
by the
That
way.
would be like the ideal thing. If that can't happen, then neutralizing him might be the best second option.
So you don't want your magic back.
No, not really.
Why?
It's just reminders of a darker time, to say the least.
I mean, you're always gonna have that reminder, but I mean, it's your power, man. You do whatever you want. And he kind of just shakes his head and shrugs, and whatever.
I've come to terms with it.
So, and he'll turn towards Dawn. Do you think we should neutralize or try? I mean, we technically don't know if killing him would blow up the world, or you know what I mean? Like, that's just our speculation, I would think. We are assuming that that's what could happen.
Yeah, we know
So
that.
no, it's the speculation is that one of the ways to defeat Arcane Lar would be for the world to lose all of its arcane energy, which is what you don't want. There's not really a thought that killing him would blow up the world. The question is whether killing him kills Ilar, or if there's another way of destroying him without having to essentially end the world.
It's A to B versus B to A logic.
Okay,
Yeah.
and he'll kind of relate that then instead and say, sorry, that was kind of made no sense.
Dawn will reply with, well, is there a means of, or in theory, is there a means of neutralizing in, say, like banishment, or moving it to a different area?
I would. No, that's a
Even?
great question because
Because if we can banish the arcane deity or whatever it is now, because at this point it's essentially become a god. The only real way we're gonna really neutralize it is if we can kill it, which is something that we don't even think is possible without removing all arcane energy on the world, which we have no idea what consequences that would have. B, it would not killing Alar in the process. Or C, whether or not it's even possible. So,
Okay, so
Banishing and sealing were kind of two ideas on my head, like in my head when I was thinking of neutralization.
My only concern with banishment is that a creature typically can come back, especially if they're extremely powerful.
that
Yeah,
is
and-
correct, but it is a solution that we have. Or
Good
it
point.
is a temporary fix to a permanent problem.
Berto's about to make a spin-off, and it's gonna be like War of the Eight, the Wrath of Arcanelar or some shit. It's gonna-
Arcane harder.
Arcane heart.
Why don't we just-
Arcane Lord.
6 years later.
Another thing I'm
Arcane.
concerned about is making Arcanelar a problem of another plane or world. That doesn't sit right with me at all.
You know, that is fair.
And I see where that comes from, but like, who's to say that, he could only have ties to this particular world and not get the same ties and benefits as he would over there, right?
Can you guarantee?
Because that's an entirely different existence, isn't it? He doesn't know too much, so he's kind of just like questioning while explaining, right?
Are you
What if we-
suggesting sending him to a different timeline? I'm trying to.
Think different reality.
If we could, I think containing him would be better than banishing him.
Is there a means of doing both? Sending him to a place where he could be forever contained.
Misu goes,
He pulls one of the cards.
remember that my coming here caused problems for this world simply by me existing here. So whether or not this other Ilar will lose connectivity to his power, we never know what problems may arise from encroaching on other people's lives and worlds and realities and universes.
And I agree that I also don't really feel comfortable with that either.
He'll kind of chime in and be like, but in the perfect world where Alar didn't have that issue and he didn't do his god-awful experiments, that
Issue
world
is
does
putting it lightly.
exist, right? In theory, that is something that never happened in a different timeline that is going on God knows how long and
This-
where.
This is getting eldritch.
We already got yelled at for messing with time when we weren't even trying to mess with time. We don't
Yeah.
need to be messing with it deliberately.
Dawn's like,
Hey,
wait, what?
we're hey.
From what I know, you lost a comrade at the time.
I mean,
yes, but
it's-
no.
Listen, they have their duties, and our duty is to serve them with how we were supposed to. So, I mean, I'm just saying we're solving a solution to a bigger problem.
The plan is.
Is
to go
that
40
really our
years.
fault that this guy did this and we are dealing with the consequences?
Just kill baby Ilar. It's easier.
Oof.
Just go back in time and
Would you go back in time to kill baby Arlo?
Hi, Lars. Like, I would go kill myself. How? Going back in time. Wait, what?
Go back in time, baby.
I just don't think killing him is an option.
Okay, so
Definitely
I
not
would
an
assume,
easy option.
yeah. I wouldn't
But
like
back-
killing me as an option. Yeah.
back to the original question then. If he doesn't care for his magical powers back and he thinks he's going to be just fine as he is now, he'll kind of like pinch like the bridge between his nose and his eyes and kind of squeeze them together. How, and I know wording to Alar isn't very specific, but how do we want to deal with this? Do we say neutralize? Do we say stop? Do we say sever connection? This is where the problem then begins. If we sever the connection, in my mind, that says we don't have to worry about him ever running out of magical power. We just need to deal with him at that point.
Is there a means of imprisonment?
I would think so. I don't know. Like, I just work here.
I think imprisonment could also
Find
be
me
a
if
good
there
word.
are cursed artifacts out there.
How do
that
you
exist like that.
imprison a being made of pure magical energy?
Yeah, it would also have
wish-
to be something
I
really
wish
That's-
Doc was here. He would have an answer to this.
Because you can't. To put that answer that you're right. How? Because it's really hard to imprison Dawn.
Yes.
Because she could just summon one of her arcane things and just teleport to it. It's hard to hold her down.
Yeah, like if you really think about it, like I mean, like he's pure arcane, right? So in my mind, the only way to quote unquote neutralize or imprison would to be getting a whole bunch of magi together and spamming the
This
ability
spell
that I
magic.
have to
A
counter
really-
his magical powers.
Yes.
Basically counter spell.
Doesn't the card know how to do
dispel
that?
magic.
Is there
a
a pro-
really powerful anti-magic field container maybe could work? Maybe.
Mhm.
This is just
Yeah.
me spitballing. I don't know
I
for
think
sure.
Is there a means of trapping said person in something? Like, if we can't send them to a different existence, is there a way to bind it to a certain object of some kind?
A tent.
So like I know what you mean, like a binding seal is I
Something
think is
something
the-
like a genie. A genie is trapped in the lamp
Uh,
until someone is in contact with
I'm
it.
looking at Birdo right now.
Oh, all the 8th wish lore that could come from this discussion on its own.
I
Something
feel
like
like
that.
it
Is there
would
a
be
means
possible
of putting
to
him into something?
yeah, containing. I would think would be possible.
Connor, make me an Arcana check.
I mean,
Okay.
couldn't we also then just ask about removing, like, neutralizing his magic?
He's
Yeah.
He's one with the arcane energy of this world. There's no way of doing that.
I mean, like, but
That would imply
I would
separating the
think that would
connection, yeah.
fall under the term of separating the magic from him and the world, so he doesn't have that infinite amount of like energy,
Yeah.
right? God, this is a great conversation.
Mhm.
This is great.
This is fucking complicated.
What do you think, Slate? Should we just smash or should we pass?
Hang on, I'm thinking.
Maybe we just ask a card how to stop him.
You know that is
like with a very simple answer. It's just like yeah,
a very
we stop
simple,
him.
but I feel like the more details we have, though, and he'll look him like in the face. And he'll be
Thank
like,
you.
I feel like the more details we have, the better of an answer we're gonna get.
What if we're wrong?
The card can't be wrong. It tells you a specific, truthful answer.
You cannot tell a lie.
We could be wrong by asking the wrong question.
The wrong question.
That's
Yeah,
the thing. We can
Yeah.
be off. We
Oh,
can be off
oh,
base.
no. If that's what Slate means, then he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, I didn't think of that one." He's like, "Well, then we just pull more cards, and maybe we'll get lucky
Okay.
enough and ask it
And
again."
then we cry.
And then we cry. We just pull until we get the vizier again and ask 2 different questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, there are artifacts that exist throughout history that can contain souls of creatures, but they do have limitations.
Makes
Like
sense.
times it lasts. There are ways to break the spells. You can trap magical creatures, but sometimes sacrifices are needed in the ritual to contain a soul.
Dawn, make me an
So what-
intelligence check. Actually, make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh,
Oh
Oh.
shit! A saving throw. Oh, he's
Okay.
hurting his mind. His mind is hurting.
Thank you, Rika, for giving me advantage. By the way.
You're welcome.
Okay, let me make a corresponding.
If this fails, let me know because I can actually
Oh
do a
no!
reroll on it.
You will be failing the roll if you'd like to.
Okay.
use
I
your-
will.
try
I would
use
like
your
to
Indomitable.
expend Indomitable. Yeah. Do I still keep the advantage on this, or am I just rolling
I
another die?
think I think so, because the wording lets you re-roll it, right? Like it's saying re-roll it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
let me take a look
re-rolling
at
the-
it.
And you rolled this check with advantage, or this save
Yeah,
with
so
advantage.
if it says re-roll it, then yes, you would still keep the advantage.
Yeah, I can re-roll that I fail and both would fail.
Then yes, you would. Why does this keep re-enabling my ghost dice? It is a difficult roll. I have to roll
Oh, there you go.
decently.
Ooh.
Dawn will be prohibited from continuing to be a part of this conversation. You feel
Prohibited how?
In what
you
fashion?
feel mentally blocked, so every time you go to think about a way to help or to contribute to processing, your mind just wanders. Like you just like you'll be like, okay, so how can we possibly imprison this guy? And then you'll start being like, oh, I wonder how things are going in Cesslor. I wonder how things are going back at the fortress. I wonder. Your mind will start to wander, so you won't be
Yeah,
able to
Dawn,
contribute.
that's just gonna happen. Dawn's gonna be like, and she's just gonna leave the area.
You,
Dawn just,
okay?
it's like
You
Dawn just
alright?
kind of walks off.
Yeah,
you
she just
good?
kind of walks off. She just kind of walks off and is like, yeah, what's wrong?
You good? And
Yeah, why
Goa
wouldn't I
calls
be?
after and just abruptly
Yeah.
walk away.
We already have one problem to deal with, too many problems to deal with, not more.
But the
Yeah.
conversation was over, right?
No.
No.
You know what? Let's just get back to the point. I don't think they want to be
Yeah.
a part of the conversation.
It's okay if you need a break.
I can't even reply to that because I can't even think on that topic. It's like,
She just continue. She just
It's just like, no, I'm good. I'm just gonna eat my food. Carry on. I'm just gonna.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so I guess back to the topic at hand then. So should I ask how we can, so if we know we can, but if it's only a temporary fix and we know that it can be done, but there's sacrifices, is it worth going for the sacrifice? You know, what if it's like, oh, we need to sacrifice Alar in order to imprison this person because they were Alar? So I don't really think that sacrifice would really be worth it.
I don't want to do any sacrificing.
No.
So should I ask? Well, let's just think of questions. Let's just think, right? I mean, like I need to
Misu-
meditate on this, so I wouldn't be able
Misu
to
goes,
use it.
I think that would be up to Ilar.
Yeah,
if
that too.
he's willing to lay his life down for owning and fixing the situation as it is, then who are we to tell him no?
Well, I meant like other people. We had to sacrifice other people.
Oh yeah, no, he would agree with you there. But he was responding to Cheske saying if Ilar had
Yeah.
to be sacrificed for it. And Dustin, I'm sending
That
you a
is
DM
something.
while you guys continue.
I say that is something I would have to think on.
All right. Well, let's just think of questions.
that's
How do you think this would go? You know, should we say, you know, do I sit here and meditate and think? How do we separate Alar from his arcane energy to stop him from wreaking havoc on the world?
How do we win in a fight against him?
Yeah, that's an okay one, but I think I hear a solution in that. I mean, I'm thinking of one.
Yeah, think. Let's see. I'm not gonna talk about the sacrifices because that's too far, but separating arcane lore from, well, the arcane energy itself is probably like one of our best ways to do this, but and that's probably what I would ask the question on, because we don't know that any other method is possible. This is so
How do
fucking
we
complicated.
stop him from hurting people?
Yeah?
There's both Ilar and Felix frustrated. Jesus Christ.
Anybody else think of anything?
I agree with Slate with that, or my idea of also keeping it a little more simpler with how could we win a fight against him? Because I mean, we may eventually end up having to fight him anyways while we're trying to figure out how to get rid of him.
Yeah, I assume we can. I very much assume we cannot get rid of him at a distance. That would be
Yeah,
way
I
too
would.
easy. So
I would figure getting rid of him and winning a fight against him either way is going to be a hard battle,
mhm.
but may still be helpful to know.
Yeah, no matter what, there's going to be a fight because we're not winning this without him trying
Like-
every goddamn thing he can to continue doing what he's doing.
Like, if we're not sure about being able to seal him away or seal him from being able to, you know, access magic, then that leaves neutralizing him other ways, which is usually a direct confrontation with what we have left.
But how do we win a fight against him? What kind of answers can we even expect from that?
And that's the thing
Slate's
I'm worried
question
about.
was a good one too.
Mhm.
How do we stop him
'Cause-
from?
Hurting others.
Which probably comes to one of imprison, like banish or something. One of those answers.
Aylar
Let me
goes,
see.
maybe we try to get him to draw the balance card.
Look,
Here, have this deck.
I definitely considered just having Arcane Lord draw Void and be like, yeah, our problem's
I mean-
over now.
Is it as simple as potentially? Wait, hang on.
Meanwhile,
mind.
Don's like, "How's your steaks, guys?"
We haven't come across that. Never mind.
That's just, what?
Spoilers.
Misu goes, well, we also don't have to ask the question right now if we
Oh.
want to be thinking about it while we travel, and
Do some research.
who
Yeah,
knows,
'cause-
maybe we'll come up with an answer before we even need to use that.
That's
Yeah.
not to be rash about it for sure, but it's a good talk to have.
I'd like to know more about the deck too. I want to draw a card, but I also don't all at once.
Cheske will bring it up. He'll do it. You think he won't?
If I
Nope.
do it, I'm stripping naked.
Oh, let's go.
You already lost all your clothes once.
Well, here's the thing. I think the card specifically says all your material possessions, just not all the ones that are on, not just all the ones that are on you, like physically on your person. So even if you strip naked and threw it all on the floor, it might
That
still
would mean
all
all
be
my
there.
shit in my room
Yeah.
disappeared. Which
Yeah, I
means
guess
it
that's
wouldn't have been
true.
there when we came back.
Well, you
Cheske
ran
will-
away from home, so that indirectly becomes your parents' possessions,
Oh.
not yours.
And then we're getting into the definition of possessions.
Aw.
Cheske will sit there and think that fake card would come in pretty handy, and he kind of goes, if I get the wrong answer, or the answer that I am not too sure of, and I ask to change the fate of me asking that.
Wait, did you also
Or-
draw fates? Or
No, this is just a theory, right? He's saying,
Oh.
he's like, I could ask that
Maybe.
question I could just ask to have not asked the question yet.
I
You
don't.
did
Would
just-
I
require
don't.
you being able to rewrite fate.
you just ask the
I-
question and rewrite.
I don't have the card anymore.
And he goes, yeah, but that's not what I'm kind of getting to, Slate. And he looks at him with like a knowing look.
Did any of you actually know? I don't think any of you knew
Yeah,
that.
they-
Technically,
I
nobody
used
knows that
the-
the Fates card has been used, yeah. Because
Yeah.
you guys were all faded out, or faded back in.
Yeah,
Hmm.
wait, you used the card?
Yes.
Oh, Cheske would be under the assumption that we wouldn't know if the card was there or not there, still in the deck, because we don't know that.
Oh, right, like if it's been back,
Yeah,
back
'cause-
in the deck
yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
know
we
that.
don't
So
know
he's
that
just
either.
assuming there's more than one fate card.
I mean, the fake
Yeah,
card.
you're talking about
go-
trying to draw
yeah.
another card from the deck.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you're saying that it's possible that there's duplicates of Chesky doesn't know that there's
Yeah.
like duplicates of cards in there.
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. I mean, we don't even know either.
So he's not inherently saying, "Yo, I know you use the fake card. It's in the deck." He's saying, "I don't know if there's duplicates. There could be duplicates, but I'm willing to take that risk and draw a card to see if we can get the fake
I
card."
mean, yeah, but he did ask if we could use the fake card if something
Yeah,
bad
you
happened with
did.
the Vizier.
You did directly ask.
And so Slate would respond that I don't have
the
the fake card.
What? When did you use it?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. I suppose it doesn't really matter.
It's like keeping
So-
secrets.
So, I mean, assuming there's another fake card, I think I am willing to take the risk to see if I can pull said card and ask the question twice.
Look,
Without
just
having-
know you may lose your gold and your robes, dude. I mean, your regular robes.
Felix goes,
Just
and your
draws
sanity.
ruined.
And your sanity.
Well, he goes like, "What do you mean? How does that work?"
The sanity or what I said?
What you just said about losing my stuff? What are you talking about? He's like,
When I drew a card, all of my non-magical possessions fucking disappeared. Just gone. Remember, I was naked underneath my armor?
"Oh, that's right." And then he says, "Well, wouldn't it just be different if I'm like, here, Slate, I want you to have this gold?" And he says, "Yeah." That would be an entirely different scenario because then I still have all my gold and I just ask for it back.
I guess. I don't know. I mean,
I like the trick.
I'm just saying that, you may draw that again, too. I'm just saying.
I mean, that sounds.
I'm
If
trying
it's
to-
non-magical, I think I'm willing to take the risk and
Let's
say,
try and
"Here, Slate."
fool a magical fate twisting card deck. Let's try and trick
how
it.
well
We're,
that goes.
we're gonna try and bend
ju-
the rules of the magical life affecting
just
universal
saying,
altering
there's-
deck of cards.
We're gonna fool the bad old
I'm
lady.
just saying, if
great.
I give it to someone, that is then their possession, even though I want it back later. I'm just saying, and he kind of shrugs his hands up and he's like, "The math is there." Like,
It's definitely not alone.
he goes, "You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can't draw this fake card." He's gonna say, "Slate, I want to
Me-
see if I can find a fake card inside of that deck, and I am going
Misu.
to draw it."
Mizuko, maybe step outside first. So we're not, conjuring evil beings in the middle of the restaurant.
I
He goes,
Yeah,
"Okay,
that was
let's
also
let's
a
go
thing.
somewhere secluded. Let's go somewhere secluded outside of
Forgot
town,
about
just
that
in
one,
case."
too.
I imagine that Jack is just watching us do this.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
he
is an
totally
Applebee's.
He's totally watching right now. He's just waiting
He's
for
got
the
some
opportunity
popcorn.
to feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His chair.
He's sitting in his
Sitting
cart
pretty.
with the triangle wheels.
Yes, the triangle wheel
The
card.
triangle wheels.
Oh, I
The
thought you were gonna
triangles
say
again.
the chair that he's just stuck to, that just infinitely
I really-
stretches his ass off of.
My
I
favorite
really
was the
hope we weren't gonna do
hexagons.
this again. I guess we are.
All right, I'm just letting you see I'm shuffling.
Oh God.
Connor
It's
hasn't
back.
seen, or Kylam hasn't seen this, so
Oh,
I guess
right.
who all goes out with Cheske? Do people stay behind,
I
or the
mean,
people that are like, I'm not
Slave
fucking
of
doing
God.
this
I
It's-
go out with Cheske.
Yes, I'm
Slade-
going out in case
And I tell
Yeah.
Caleb that you should follow.
Yes.
Slate is the
Kylam-
one in possession of the deck right now. So
Kylam goes
Wow.
out and draws his weapon and has it ignited just in case, because he doesn't trust.
Yeah,
this trick
smart
at all.
idea. Echo.
And I'm sure
go-
Caleb
take
knows
out
about
a
the
short
deck of
sword.
many things and from a book or something,
And
so
there's
it
sword
makes
sword.
logical
I mean,
sense.
we told him about hell. He probably knows.
Yeah.
And also, just to clarify, Cole, because of what you said, the deck is basically one of those, if one of the party members wants access to it, they have access to it as long as someone else is
Yeah,
not
yeah.
actively using it. So even if Slate was like, I'm not going outside, the deck would manifest itself for Cheske to draw from.
Cheske is gonna ask, Slate, how many cards are in that deck?
A bunch.
Oh wait, there were some that get
Is there a rule saying that we can't count the deck? And he's just asking you. He's like, can we, like, count the cards without looking at them, saying we're gonna pull? Like, is that a thing?
Do I know anything about this deck? Other than you? No. I don't know.
And then, well, he's like, well, Caleb seems to know a lot more than we do. So, Caleb, is that against the rules? Like, is that a thing that we can do, or is that?
We're gonna count cards.
So every time you guys have pulled from the deck, you have pulled from the top of the deck. It's not like it comes out like this. You've never tried to like fan it out or anything, but it's always a. When you say I'm going to draw a card, it's always from the top, basically. So,
like,
okay,
2-card pickup.
So,
you're not going to be. Short answer: you're not going to be able to count the number of cards in the deck.
So you try counting one, it just reappears.
Yeah.
And he
Just
goes,
keep
okay,
counting
well,
and
I'll
It's
increase our chances.
basically like, so like if you count it, in fact, if you were to count the deck, it would make you think there were duplicates of everything in there because you would basically just keep cycling through all the cards that are in there.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. Well, Chesuke will. Do you guys think I should pull more than one or just one? I already said I'm pulling.
Like you
I'm
should
pulling
pull
cards
any.
from the deck.
Pull 2.
Pull 2. All right, I like that answer. And he points at
God.
it. He raises his hand up. He's like, I like that answer. I like that answer. And Chesuke looks and says, Echo, I'm sorry, but if we can get this card and we can get our answer answered,
We're going to draw
I believe
one.
in my mind, regardless of what
I
even
just-
Misu says, it's worth it.
You know, I think I'll just be salty at the universe if you get 2 good cards. Like, not that I want you to get a bad card. It's just the odds
Yeah,
and the
just
luck, man.
salty at the universe.
I want to know that all of the facial reactions I'm making are in character.
Alright. So
I know,
would
suggesting
we have-
drawing 2 cards, knowing exactly.
Would we have made it outside of the area of town in a relative safe position that we believe that no one would be getting in harm's way?
Yeah, I'd say you just go out east and chill with where Liliana and Goop are.
Okay.
Okay.
We head there.
We're dragging them
We're
in
back.
essentially.
We're back.
And Chesuke goes and he says, I'm going to take Alar's advice and I am going to state here and now that I am going to draw 2 cards from this deck.
Okay,
Well,
hang on
good.
a second. I'm making sure that some of the cards don't have to be pulled out because there are cards that don't go back in.
This is why I love and hate.
Oh yeah, we
it.
pulled a few of
I
those.
love drawing from it, and I hate drawing from it.
I don't know if my enemy
Yo,
kid
if we-
went back in or not.
Watch me get fake card and then immediately get sent to the void.
Yeah. It's like, oh, fate. Oh, dungeon. Oh, shit.
You're like, well,
Well,
It's like there's so many terrible cards.
does the fake card go with you?
that'd be a great question.
That's a good
I
question.
mean, it's tied to you in some way. Whoever pulled it, isn't it?
Suppose that's true.
Well,
What's
the
that?
person who pulled it
Fake card
can
to
use it.
come back.
What's that? The fake card?
Yeah, I mean, cards that you pull that have effects that are tied to you activating them.
If
like-
you draw fates, then dungeon. Can you fates the dungeon?
I don't remember what the text on the card
No.
says.
Yeah, I was
Everything you
gonna
were
say
wearing
that
in
all
gold.
heavily depends on.
So dungeon, no, because everything you were wearing and carrying stays behind.
Oh,
Oh, we would
But
get your
that-
card.
Yeah, but you wouldn't
that
be able
means
to
you
use it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, that's
Rip.
void. Would be unclear, and that would leave that up to Birdo. But it's probably, I would assume, a no.
All right, here we go. I am ready to summon a what's it called?
What's it
what?
called? And one of the
Think I
guys you get
did?
to fight or whatever.
No, what's my like? How do you say a level of a creature?
CR.
A CR.
CR. Yeah, we're gonna summon a CR 46 Elder Lich.
Oh boy. That'd be fun.
I would have to
you're saying-
homebrew that shit.
Liches are what's a lich? Like a CR 18 or?
Yeah.
Draco Lich is
That's
around
why- that's
there.
why I
he
put the
did
word
say
elder
Elder
in
Lich.
front of
That's the base Lich
Yeah.
though too. That's the Lich in the dungeon and the monster manual.
I don't think did they ever make an Elder Lich?
No.
No.
I would
They
assume
made
an Elder
they
Lich would be-
they made a what is it? The Mind Flayer brain, an Illithid dragon.
Sure.
They
I told
did
you,
make
Draco.
that.
I'm just letting you
Yeah,
see that I'm
yeah.
shuffling, Dustin.
Oh, Berto, I trust you 100% that you are not going to cuck me over. You don't have to show me.
Well, it's
Alright,
not.
we
It's
will.
not. It's not in his control.
It's
Oh no,
yeah,
no,
I've
no,
got-
no! I know that. He's gonna say, "Can you fan them out?" And I'm just gonna pull 2 random cards with both my hands at the same time.
You pull from the top.
Top.
What? Who made that
Yeah.
rule?
That's
The
just
deck.
how it goes. The deck.
Oh, that's
Backwards.
crazy. So I have to pull from the top.
Yes.
That's why I
I
showed
can't
you
pull
my
from the top
shuffling.
and bottom.
No,
Oh, okay.
that's why I showed you the shuffling.
Well, he's gonna.
So you declared 2?
Yes, I did declare 2. Now, when I pull them, am I able to? Do I have to pull 1 card at a time, or am I able to pull like 1 and then swipe
Yeah,
the other
to
card with my
pull.
second
You
finger?
you pull 1 at a time because there are cards in here that make you immediately stop drawing, even if you declared additional draws.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's
All right. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. And he shakes his hand and he rubs them together.
As soon as
and
you
he's
draw
like-
the card, it takes effect.
And he goes, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. And then he
Heart of the
pulls.
cards. You gotta be shitting me.
No, it's in a fucking level.
Make it another level.
It's a fake card. It's the fake card.
No.
Ish.
25 pieces of jewelry worth 2,000 gold pieces each appear at your feet. So Dustin, you get you get another 50k gold worth of jewels.
Holy
Nice.
fuck.
Nice.
Nice. He's gonna be like, well, that
You-
was cool. And
Have
he
you
starts picking
pulled
them
a
up and shoving
single
them.
negative card?
No.
So, and the other reason, Dustin, is because the deck shuffle. If a card goes back into the deck reshuffles. Because you can pull that card again theoretically.
It just gets showered in gold.
Liliana and
Don't
Gooper.
do-
Liliana's just looking
You
on
get some
horrified.
gems.
Like,
And you get some gems again, and only you get some more gems.
Yo, I just
That's
want to
the
say
one-
with those gems, I have 100,000 gold.
Yeah.
Yep. For
Ilum just looks
Not
like
gonna
he's
What are you
matter.
gonna do with it all?
just a
Well,
lot of
unless I
fucking
lose all
gold,
my non-materialistic possessions, then you know what? Fuck it.
You know that's fair. You could you could immediately pull that card.
Dawn didn't leave.
All right. Can I get a cut? Can I get a cut in the middle?
Say that again, Alex.
I was like, Dawn's still in here. Could she absent-mindedly just draw because she felt like it?
Just to declare it.
You're gonna go
Yeah.
out there and you're gonna walk out with them and draw the card because they're outside. So if you didn't go out with them, it would appear
Yeah, sure.
afterwards, I suppose. Yeah. But so you're gonna walk out, you're gonna follow after them and just be kind of just chilling there and then draw when Cheske is done.
Yeah, she's just kind of with the group and just like not
gonna go.
really knowing what the fuck's happening.
We're here
Bef-
again.
Before he pulls the card, he's gonna go. Well, maybe
Uh-oh.
hopefully this is the one, and he'll pull it out
Uh
and he'll read it.
huh.
Dustin, you get to increase one of your ability scores by 2, but it cannot exceed
Damn.
24.
Motherfucker.
Damn.
It can go above 20, but it cannot exceed 24.
Yo, I'm about to have a 24 charisma.
This bitch.
What the fuck? That's actually insane.
Echo will be like, well,
Because you drew that
that
card
happened?
twice too, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the second time drawing that card.
Yep.
Okay, well, I
Echo's
guess
sitting
it's
there like, do I take another chance?
How does he keep getting away with this?
Dawn will
Well,
just be like,
Echo
oh,
is thinking that. Meanwhile, I'm like, my luck is nowhere near that good. Mentally, can I deal with a bad draw tonight? Is what I'm asking
That's
myself.
a good question.
Meanwhile, Dawn is literally incapable of thinking about the current topic, so she's gonna be like, oh, I declare one draw.
Okay.
Oh, you were.
Do you need me to
Fuck
cut,
it,
or do you want it where it
Come on,
is?
Don. Come on, Don. Come on, Don.
Cut 3 from the top.
The problem is if Dawn draws a card that like she's not even able to contribute, so she won't even be able to. Really...
Yeah, that's. I'm just doing this for the fun of it. Top card. Yep, that one.
Oh.
Okay, it's not Void.
Dawn's gonna level up.
Yeah.
Let's go. Welcome to the 13 Club.
I have to
Wait,
find
no,
the
hold on.
bonus
14
item.
now.
It's not just
no. Yeah, I'm level 14. Yeah.
it's not just a level up. Dawn's gonna get.
Oh my god! It's not just a level up.
Wait, what is it?
You gain an item too. You gain a magic
I gain
item.
an item. I gain an item.
Yeah, that's what
crazy.
I drew. That's how I got that tattoo thing that nobody wants to
You
use.
guys are
The
making me
mindless fucker is just is like, yo, I'm gonna level up and gain an item right now.
I know for a
Let's
fact
see.
that if I decide to draw a card now, it's gonna be a terrible fucking draw.
Let's
You
just-
drew 3 last time.
What item am I?
I drew 2 last time and I got an
I thought
extra
you-
draw.
Oh
is
yeah.
it predetermined or do I just like will it into existence?
No,
Like
I'm
Ace
fair enough.
randomizing the draw here.
I might as well take care of the level up right now while I'm at it. So
Yo, I am so happy for you. Not only did we respect the 1v1, we respected the 1v card pull.
No 1v card.
Ouch.
Oh. Well, at least it's 6.
Ooh, ability score improvement or feat. Ooh.
I really.
We don't-
No.
Don't we reroll ones?
What did you roll, Berto?
Let's roll another deck of many things.
I mean,
No, I've had such bad. I have such bad feelings.
roll it again, Berto. You don't have to give.
Yeah,
But,
You have to
but,
give
I,
Dawn
but I do though.
Okay.
Do you get some
If we're
artifact
going,
level?
if we're going off of you guys have to keep whatever card you pull. I feel like if I'm gonna randomize the item I give you, it's not fair if I don't give you the item that I pull.
And I just like, can you just like?
You could
drag
always
it in my
just lie
inventory
to it.
No,
before you-
it's an artifact.
Yeah,
It's an artifact.
Which-
I'm
yeah.
calling it right now.
Yeah.
It's an artifact
Which the
level.
GM
No,
determines
it's-
randomly.
I need a D100. Hang on.
You a D100?
What have you done?
What magical item needs a D100?
Good question. I don't fucking
Few
know.
of them.
I'm gonna hate my life forever for this.
Yo, it was the item that was in the
Man,
safe.
Berto's giving out all the magic items. The Staff of
Again, you
Power,
don't have to give me it.
No, I do.
your tattoos.
He does.
He rolled it.
Of fucking course. Okay.
Nice nat 100. Nice nat 100.
So as you pull the card, you feel yourself immediately power up, which explains the level up. But the card, as it poofs back into the deck, leaves behind what appears to be a horn. It has a strap attached to it to hang over your side.
I don't know this.
But it appears to be a horn made out of bronze.
Okay.
And it doesn't require, you don't feel that it requires any attunement, but you automatically know what it does. So
What does it do, Berto?
What's it do?
I love this item.
as an action, you can blow into the
Oh.
horn, and you summon 4d4 plus 4 berserkers to assist you.
Yes.
And they last until their HP drops to 0. They last for either an hour or until their HP drops to 0. And once you've used the horn, you can't use it again until 7 in-game days have passed.
This is hilarious because now Dawn can actually summon literally armies of.
It is
figures.
called the Horn of Valhalla.
I could literally in one turn, I could blow the horn, potentially summon 8 of these fuckers, and then summon 2 fucking astral
Potentially
balls.
summon
You could potentially
20.
summon 12. 4d4 plus 4.
So
Yeah,
on
that's-
average, on average, that's 14.
Oh, yeah. It would be
Because
16.
it's a
20.
bonus
Yeah.
action to summon
Up
these
to-
fuckers, not an action.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Up to 20.
Man,
action
A lot of
so bad
berserkers.
it wasn't a
That's
different
a
metal.
lot of berserkers. Holy
That's a lot of
Christ.
berserkers.
minimum 8.
Okay,
Bronze is
okay.
the next one,
But
next best
I-
one you
I-
can get though, if I remember
minimum
correctly.
No, I'm just curious because I've never heard of this item before. Obviously, I'm new to the game, but like, what level are the berserkers?
Like three, I think. So they're not
Oh
like
my God.
super high
They're
level.
boppies.
But
They're-
the token
they're-
economy, man.
Yeah, they're the action economy of
Your action economy, rather. Yeah.
having
Summoning 14
berserkers.
Watch
I
Bro be like,
had
"Nah,
it.
you're wrong,
I
man."
had it happen in my in-person. I had it happen in my in-person woke group, and it was Kayla, and she got the iron one. So she got like the
That's-
top
that's even
tier, the top tier one, and I had to
That's
roll
silver.
them because I didn't have enough
Isn't it?
tokens. I had to roll them as a mob fight. And so it was just like she would summon like 15 of them, and I would just have it be like their HP is multiplied by 15, and their damage is like they attack once, but their damage is multiplied by 15. Like it's so it was.
Yeah, it's a bunch of action economy.
Yeah,
That's-
berserkers they're CR2s, so they're only level 2s. But their attacks do 1d12 plus 3 if they hit. They only have a plus 5 to hit, so most of the time, once you get to higher level, they're not gonna hit very frequently unless they like nat 20. But if they nat 20 and they hit, you're doing crit damage on potentially 20d12 plus 60 damage. Like it's,
Yeah.
They're also meat shields. So,
they're
yeah.
also
Oh.
they have 67 HP each.
They can give themselves advantage. They can give themselves
And
advantage.
they
lot
have
of
reckless
HP.
attack. They can give themselves
Yeah.
advantage.
Do they have
Oh.
rage?
No, they don't have rage.
They're level 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah, Donna's just gonna look at it and be like, oh.
that's really good. Yo, I'm happy for you, Don. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
Donna's just gonna look at it and go, oh, okay.
I'm happy. You. Well, unless you tell me what card you
The
choose.
trauma
There's no way.
flashbacks
Sitting there
are-
I'm happy
pouting.
nothing bad happened to you, Don.
Berta's
Just add it to my
expressions are how
inventory.
Kylum
Yeah.
feels right now.
At least
The
it was
trauma.
irony again.
The traumatic response that I get from
Just-
knowing that you now have one of these.
Chesuke will ask. So he's like, I'm assuming we drew no bad cards, and he'll look at Don and smile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we? Should we?
I feel
Should I draw
stronger,
2 more?
like,
Oh hell yeah!
Well, you know.
He's gonna say, I really want this fate card because I feel like with the right thing we can do really good.
Wait,
With
what did
my
Alex?
track
What did you
record,
say,
I probably
Alex?
should-
Don is just gonna go, if you want, I don't know why, but sure.
He'll finally turn to Echo and be like, "Do you think I shouldn't?" I will not
No
do it if
anymore?
you say no.
Maybe I'm just fucking unlucky.
he's gonna say, "I'm so
I'm the
sorry."
only one that's gotten something
Do you want me to
bad.
draw more?
I,
Like,
ju-
what do you...
I drew the balance card. Hold up.
Well, we didn't know how that would react for anyone else, to be fair.
You still technically don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also that.
Do you want me to
Yeah.
do more, or...
He's gonna say,
I
wanna
would
say
say
yes,
that I would
but
let you know
no.
there is risk. A known risk.
Because I'm willing to draw more if you want me to do it, I guess, but...
Only if you want to.
Connor.
he's gonna say, I think I'm just gonna draw 1 more and I'm gonna be done with that and we're gonna call it good here.
Yeah, and Chesuke, you also know that you assume anyway, that the cards are kind of like locked to the person who draws them, right? So like you can't give
Yeah.
somebody else the Fates card. So if Dawn drew the Fates, that would only help you if Dawn did what you told her to do. Whereas if you drew the Fates, it would listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So he'll say, I'll draw 1 more time, and regardless of what happens, just I'm doing it for the better, so we know what we're getting ourselves into, and so that we can correctively respond in a matter of time if we need to.
It's okay. If we get the devil, we just fucking Valhalla.
All right, he'll say, I am going to declare right now, I am drawing 1 card, and he will draw the card.
Dawn, I just realized, Dawn, you got 2 level up cards because
Yes.
Oh,
I've
got
you
a
level
few level up
soloed
people.
the. Yeah, you
Yeah.
soloed the. You're drawing what? I'm sorry, Dustin. Say that again.
Yeah, just
Alright.
1. Yeah, just 1. Can we read it first before you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I see it.
Oh,
got
no
it.
way! We got the Fates card.
Yo!
The odds were
God.
not. The odds were not good on that.
The odds were very not good on that. Heart of the
He
cards.
rigged it for us.
Yo,
he rigged it for us.
you did it. Imagine if you asked me to cut the deck. You did it, Yug.
I know. I almost
It's because
did.
you. It's because you
I'm
trusted.
salty. No, I'm
You
kidding.
trusted You trusted my shuffle, Dustin.
Hey,
Yeah.
Felix, what's your passive perception?
Like 28.
A lot.
Okay, nice.
Just-
I now have a 23.
Cheske, well, when he draws the card, he holds it between his two fingers, his index and his middle finger, and he'll go, "Yo, look, I did it!" And he'll show everybody the card, and he'll go like that, like back and forth.
Echo will throw their hands in the air.
Yeah, that's
What the
pretty
fuck?
much actually fucking did it.
Good job.
Nice.
I don't
don't
think
know
any
what
of us
form.
realized just how fucking.
Misu does one of those anime things where he like just immediately collapses with his feet up in the air, and there's like the
Yeah.
three lines that come down from the sky.
Yeah.
Also, Berto, do you want me to find this item myself?
Mm-mm. I'll add it. Give me a sec.
Okay. I
was
just want to
in the-
make sure it's there before we forget. Yeah.
This was possibly the worst plan in the history of plans. Drawing
It worked
cards when
out.
we draw fates, and it fucking worked.
He's gonna say, "No plan is bad. It's just a plan that ended horribly or ended greatly."
Also, I'm willingly
Put a
accepting the
round
one
of
roll for this horn. I'm already 2 levels ahead of most people here. Like, come on.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to keep the horn. You can give the horn to someone else. But
No.
You get
My
the HP
HP
roll?
roll. Yeah, I'm just taking the
Oh,
one
just
HP roll because of
Reroll the
fucking.
one. You already like
no,
Yeah,
re-roll it.
you're only one level ahead of me. I'm level
Okay.
13, so I'm not too far behind. guys.
HP's
I mean,
not
that-
bad.
Everyone
Yeah,
else is
re-
level 12.
Yeah.
Re-roll it, because that's the rule.
Okay.
He's gonna say.
Um,
1d10 plus 5.
go ahead.
That's
I mean,
much
that's,
better.
that's a bit better. Okay.
That's a good bit better.
How do I don't have permission to change my HP value.
You just click on the little configure hit points. Oh, you don't have permission to change your HP value.
Yeah, just add 8.
Oh, because
Oh.
you have.
It's being modified by an
What is
effect, I guess.
I also have what
What's
is
your
it?
HP being modified by?
I have tough, I think it is. No, not tough. Fucking. Well, yeah, tough does play a part of
Is
it,
that a-
but
Is it from the aid I
Seeing if
gave
Echo was
a
gonna
couple
pull a
sessions
card.
ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
was
better.
thinking in my head
No,
that.
it's-
I was like,
it's not
she's
the aid.
debating on whether they are debating whether or not they want.
Oh,
to
it is the
pull a
aid.
card.
Hang on.
I corrected myself.
Disable
I corrected
effect.
myself, just for you.
You're
honey.
good. You can
Just
It
for you,
was the
honey.
aid. Thank you, Connor.
Thank you.
okay, thanks.
No problem.
So I will
Wait, there's
add 8, which makes it 170. Oh my god, you have so much hit points.
Yeah, I have 172 hit points. Yeah.
You have as much hit points as like a barbarian. It's like,
I have a 20 con. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Fun.
say Echo does not pull a card.
okay.
Yeah.
Cheske will say.
I feel like I'm
okay,
gonna change the title of the session.
Drawing cards.
Ilum loses his mind over people drawing cards.
Born of Valhalla.
Cheske would say, I would still like to also hold on to this card should we need it, but I do want to say, like, I do want to think while we walk to wherever it is we need to go, or that we're going to go, we should think about a very honest and good answer so that we can get a VAT description of how to do it properly without any unnecessary risks.
Kylem's just like, the luck of this group is astronomical.
Yes.
Donna just blankly.
I'm so tempted.
Still here, Felix.
Debatable on them.
Still here.
Draw
Just saying.
one card. Draw one.
card.
Draw
Draw
one card.
one card. Draw one
I'm
card.
hold on.
You could always roll to see if you would do it. I mean, I'm just saying. That's what Lex did. They rolled.
Yep.
I'm not sure. Let's roll.
Yeah, do a coin
Slate
flip, coin
also
flip.
hasn't had any detriments from the cards either, because all
Hey,
you
look,
did was
I
draw
rolled
the
a
face.
natural,
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
natural 1.
Wait, really?
Hey, Bernard.
Ilar draws
that
3
sounds about
cards.
right.
Give him that deck.
On a natural 1, I will draw 2 cards.
Yes.
You're gonna draw 2 on that one, aren't you?
Yes. This is
Hey,
great.
Caleb, you should draw a card.
Absolutely not.
I don't blame you.
We don't learn. It's fine.
What's
Come
the worst
on.
that can
We don't learn. It's fine. I think I've learned.
No, I don't learn. It's
Well,
okay.
you know
Oh,
that the
no, I
Vizier
don't
card, the Vizier card, and the Fates card are not in here. So
Yeah.
Yep. I know it's particularly terrible, but I'm seeing like all the fucking good shit go around. So
Yeah. I'm rich
and
as
he's
fuck,
declared
boy.
he's declared 2 draws. So even if his first one is trash, he still has to draw the second.
well, I can't wait for my
What if
intelligence
you
to go down
get
to
the
6.
balance card again?
If I hit balance again, I don't even want
It
to think about
rebalances.
no cut just from top.
Uh-oh, here we go.
This is great. This is great. This is great.
Oh,
Rogue.
good
I
What's
stuff.
up?
don't know this card.
Rogue.
Or you just get
So-
stabbed in the back.
Felix, you get the strangest feeling that somebody somewhere
Oh yeah, this
wants
one.
you harmed.
Wants me dead. Okay.
I mean, makes sense.
Yeah,
if you're
arcane
mad.
Add it
law.
to the
Like,
list?
it makes
yeah,
total
add it to
sense.
the list.
To the list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in line, person. Get in line.
You aren't sure who this individual is, but they are hostile towards you. And
Someone is
it
not-
doesn't they want you to
I mean, that could be worse, I guess.
the identity of your
You
new
know-
enemy isn't known until the NPC or someone else reveals it. Didn't you also have a the powerful devil after you too?
Me?
Did
I don't
somebody
think I
draw the
drew it.
flames in this
Yeah.
one?
Wasn't that
No.
Dawn?
I did
I
not draw
did,
flame.
but I
No.
immediately was in the combat.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah, I
no,
think-
okay, that's okay. No,
I didn't
okay.
draw flames.
I might be thinking. of
I only
something
drew
else.
good. I
Yeah.
drew the comet.
I feel like Rogue for Ilar is like the most inoffensive card because it's like, yeah, I lived my entire life thinking everyone around me is going to kill me.
All
Yeah,
of a
so you're
sudden,
like, yeah,
yeah,
all of a
okay.
sudden, Misu transforms into his dragon form and starts attacking you.
No.
Next thing you know, Don suddenly hates you, blows the horn. Berserker
No,
kinda
it's specifically NPC. Although Dawn blows the horn and all of a sudden you
Berserker
have
could
20
be an
berserkers after you.
Ruh-roh.
Good thing you can fly?
I can't fly.
No, Ilar can.
Yep. Good thing I can run the fuck away.
Summon the berserkers, give them all brooms of flying.
I summoned
Pull
the
out 20
berserkers.
brooms from your bag of holding. Here
Hold
you
on.
go. You get
Hold
a
on,
broom.
Mac.
You get a broom. Every barbarian gets a broom.
What would be hilarious is if one the NPC Birdo's referring to is one of the berserkers, so I just blow the horn and the berserker immediately.
Yeah,
attacks
that's what I
Yeah,
was
that's
saying.
what we
It's
were
just they
talking
just
about.
come out and start immediately attacking because they're all one collective soul, and so they all just come out and all 20 of them
it's just
attack.
oh shit.
No, it doesn't say they're all one collective soul. It's
Come on.
just
You make money.
cut, no cut.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Are you
Oh,
serious? Kidding me?
You level up too, yeah.
No,
No,
it's not a
it's
level
not.
up. Felix gets
That's
to
just not-
increase one of his stats by 2 beyond 20, not 24.
That's literally any stat.
Any stat, any stat.
Ooh.
We've
Oh,
all been drawing good. Caleb, come on,
Felix
join the
gonna
party.
get better at perceiving shit.
Yeah,
Could
more
put my
wisdom, more
up to
wisdom.
20.
Weird
would be-
wisdom's not 20?
No, it's not.
What?
There's not really a reason for it to be. Felix's main stat is like Constitution or something like that.
Yeah, my main stats are Dex and Con.
Oh, same.
Hmm.
That's because I'm using a rapier.
You know what's funny? I
I'll
know that
decide
if I were to
that.
draw a
That's-
card right now, I'd get a bad one.
No, don't say that. You don't know
No,
that. That's
that's my
technically
luck.
not true.
Like
No, don't
out of
Well, if I-
character. That is
if
my luck.
I wasn't still mid shuffle, so like I'm still shuffling because I do that out of habit. But when you said that, Lex, I just happened to look at what the top card was. It's ruined.
see, now that card is getting reshuffled. Now you can, you know.
It's reshuffled
Yeah,
back to the top.
Yeah, how much more do we want to tempt fate?
It's up
I
to
was
you
gonna
guys.
say,
I'm
well,
good.
the
I'm already
funny
2
thing about
levels up.
Fate is, and he pulls the Fate card out. I can only
Yeah,
say
with
that this-
Vizier and Fates gone from the deck, this is absolutely terrible.
There's still a lot of really good stuff in here. There's just a lot of
Yeah.
Pull the comet again, star.
There's a lot of meh.
Sun.
kind
There's a lot of
really bad,
terrible
really
shit.
good.
key. I mean, comets, sun, star, key.
Star's been pulled twice already
Well,
today.
what's the one that makes it so you pull that you advance to level 20?
There isn't one.
There isn't one.
I thought you
It's
said there was
gotta
one.
level up.
No.
You get a
There's just
level
one
up.
that you just level up.
I mean, you can draw the level up card 20 times.
There is a card in here that makes you lose a level. Because
I could-
we don't go on XP base, and so the vanilla card just makes it so you go back to 0 XP towards the next level, but mine is you lose the level.
And see,
Yikes.
that's what I would draw. So then I would be a level behind everyone, and then 3 levels behind 2 people.
What's Ruin? Yeah, no, I
Ruin is
I
you
see
lose
what you
all
mean.
your material.
Ruin's the one where you lose all your non.
That you'd be
magical
3
possessions.
levels and then 4 levels.
There are other cards in here that
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
been drawn yet. There's Moon, there's Night, there's
Yeah.
Lots of
What's
cards.
Night is hilarious.
yeah.
That's
No,
true.
there's
you
a lot
don't
of
you
good cards.
you don't know, but there's a lot of good cards in here. There's just
No one's drawn Void yet.
a decent amount of back
True.
ones.
We're tempting
I would-
fate with Void.
I
at this
mean, you
point.
don't even necessarily
I would-
know if there's a
I
void
would
card in
honestly
here.
laugh.
That's true. That's
Out of
true.
character, I would laugh if I got void.
Wait, can you not sift through the cards? Like, you can't
No.
just look through the cards? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah,
I didn't.
would
I,
laugh
don't, I
and-
genuinely don't know how the deck of many things works.
Yeah,
All I know
they're
is you draw a card
basically
in weird
so
ways.
if you look at them, they're blank until you
Oh.
draw a declared draw.
Yeah. So like in character, we don't know all
would
this
laugh and
extra
roll a
stuff
new
that we're
character.
mentioning.
And out of character, you don't know either, because not every card is in
Yeah.
here, and some of the cards do something different.
Hey, Town Guard,
Yeah,
you want to draw?
Birdo's deck is different.
yo, should we?
Hey, Misu,
Wait,
you want to
we
draw a
should- we
card?
Yeah,
should get
Misu, you
yeah.
want to draw a card? He'll ask that. He will. He's like, you want to draw a card, Misu? Everything to gain, nothing to lose.
I will draw a card before we before.
Close
So
my
the
horn.
reason-
Hey,
so-
Berserkers, you want to draw a card?
The canonical reason is that Misu has had more than enough experience with the deck of many things. The non-canonical reason is because Birdo doesn't want to have to deal with potentially leveling up a dragon that is based on CR and not level. I don't want to have to deal with that.
Blows my horn. Hey, Berserkers, you want to draw a card?
Yeah, we hey Berserkers, do you want to draw a card?
Then
all
Psy-
20 of them
Clippers
start
fight
drawing from the deck.
Oh,
They all
no.
just
Okay,
line up.
but-
You get a card, and you get a card, and
but-
you get a card.
We
One
should
gets
do
ruined,
that.
they all disappear for whatever
But
reason.
we should do that. I mean, that doesn't
We
really
should
help
do
you
that.
any though, unless you could. I guess you
No.
could convince the berserk. I don't know how much the berserkers are. Hold on.
I mean, they're CR2s technically, so even they are CR levels.
It's more of a.
I love saying shit that makes
They're-
people.
They're
they're
drunken
intelligence of 9.
Scandinavian warriors.
I
Yeah, it's
mean,
just always- yeah.
the thing is they do have their own. So, by default, the rules of the item is that if you don't meet the requirements to wield them, which you do, Alex, because you're proficient with the medium armor, they'll attack you. If you meet the requirement, they're friendly to you and your companions and follow your commands. But because it has the option of them being animate or potentially hostile to you, I would rule that yeah, they can draw cards, but if you abuse them and make them draw cards and too many bad things happen to them, they may no longer want to serve you.
Yeah, no.
So take that
I
for what it
just thought
is.
it was
You could have all 20 of them draw a card, or you can roll and have them all draw a card, whatever. But make Liliana draw a card; she won't do it either.
Well, we don't know that.
I'm telling
Birdo
you, she
knows
won't.
that, but we
Birdo-
don't know. that.
Liliana would say outright when you pull out the deck, "I want nothing to do with that." And it's not because she's afraid of the magic; it's because she finds ways to be content with the life she leads. She doesn't. While things can be better, they can always be worse. And as a child of life and the world, she is content to live her life the way life has evolved for her.
How funny.
Well,
Echo's kind of thinking
Liliana
something
would be
similar.
wise.
Which is why we need to draw more cards from the deck.
Wasn't there a card in there that lets you make a wish?
Yes,
Yes.
I think so.
Is that Comet? No.
Potentially.
Slate had it, didn't he?
Moon.
Slate had it, yeah. No, or Slate had the one to rewrite time.
Yeah, so
Yeah, the only card I drew was the Fates.
Yeah, I don't think.
But
Yeah,
I am
there,
content
there
with-
is
with the-
potentially a card that lets you use the wish spell.
Caleb.
Yeah, stars resolve.
Caleb.
No,
I will
I
use a
don't-
persuasion check to see if I can get you to fucking
I don't
draw.
think anyone else is drawing cards.
Just
No,
kidding.
there is no convincing
I'm
a
on-
fucking power mage.
I'm not
to
doing-
fucking
I'm
roll.
not
Yeah,
doing
I
that.
think the only other person you guys could actually convince would be Echo.
No,
I
Or
don't
for
think we'll be
someone
able to
else, or
convince
for
two
someone
people.
else to draw more cards
Yeah.
that's already drawn.
Cheska will say, I'm not opposed to drawing more cards. At the same time, I am happy with what I got because I got the thing that I was after.
This is
And a bunch, and potentially a bunch of money that I could probably barter to be upsailed because-
of many things.
because I'm persuasive like that.
Hylam is about as likely to draw a card as Misu is.
Yeah, you can't persuade someone to do something that they're not.
No,
persuaded
I'm not.
to
I'm
do.
not going to. I'm not going to. I wouldn't say that. I was just like,
Yeah.
just saying it for fun.
Yeah, there is a 0% chance Kylan will draw a card for the deck.
This is the
Cast
most fun I've had in a
suggestion-
fucking long time.
Cast suggestion on Slate. Slate, draw a card.
Oh.
I wonder
Would-
what. Wait,
You don't have to cast suggestion on Slate.
Slate's already contemplating it. You just have to.
No, you just-
I guess technically
you
Slate
just
just
tell-
listens. You just
you
tell
just
Slate,
tell
"Hey,
Slate-
Slate, draw a card," and he goes, "Okay."
would you?
I mean, only one way
Okay,
to find
fine.
out, Felix. You guys have gotten.
done.
In
So would
character, I
Ilar
wouldn't.
do that?
In character,
I'm-
I wouldn't. Out of character, this session has been derailed enough.
It's time to get back on the tracks where Burrow wants us.
Hey, Jack, can
I
we
can't
leave
even
now?
be a part of the tracks. I'm just here.
You guys remember he did say expect to stay late last time we were gonna play. This was
I
part
said
of
it
the
was I said
expectations.
it was a possibility depending on what you guys did.
Did you expect us to draw like?
Were you expecting just drawing a bunch of cards from the deck of many things?
I wasn't not expecting it, but
It's always in the back of his head.
Yeah, it's always a
Um,
possibility.
it's more that it's been a long time since you guys have drawn, and there are reasons for some of the characters to consider drawing, especially knowing that the worst that has happened to you guys is Echo lost all of their non-magical possessions, and you had to fight
Well, Alar also.
a moderately not strong guy. Like you know.
Yeah, but we don't
Kinda
know how
got
much
Well, we
it
had
has
to
on
respect the 1v1,
Ilar
didn't
or the
we?
card.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But respecting the 1v1,
Yeah.
that's what I'm referring to. Like it was dealt with
Oh, I was
extremely
talking to
quickly.
Alex.
But
Balance was specifically bad because it was me. But well, not
yeah,
so
I
me.
mean balance could be bad, but I wouldn't say it was like the worst thing
Mhm.
as far as we know.
My demon
Okay,
throw one
are we
as
done
well.
drawing then?
I am done. I am
I'm
done
done.
drawing. I will
Yep.
declare that I am done.
I am not fucking tempting fate.
I will declare that I am done.
Does my demon bro want to draw one?
Just your
the,
sword.
the
I think the sword can draw a card.
Does the sword tell you to draw a card? Let's find out. Make a roll. I'm just kidding.
He can't control me.
Card.
He can
I
tell
want
me that
one.
all he wants.
For lol's sake, I pulled the top card, and it would have been a draw 2 more cards. So you
Would
would
have been
have.
shitting bricks if I pulled that.
Yeah. Oh
What
yeah.
were the next? What were the next two cards though?
Well,
I
I
think
would
you
I would have
shuffle
I would have
after.
shuffled,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I would have
Just out of
shuffled. But if
curiosity.
I didn't, it would have been another enchanted weapon, and
We don't-
another 1v1.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
Which wouldn't have happened because you would have reshuffled.
Let's keep goldfishing the deck of many things.
Hey, I mean,
Just-
worst
just-
comes to
just
worst, I
keep-
can say.
Just keep going for the sun and pump your guys' levels up to level 20. And make the
That's right.
campaign super easy
That's right.
Yeah, and then I
until
can be an
until
Incar
Berto
dragon.
writes into the canon that the enemies also have a deck of many things and have also been farming up to level 20.
It's weird. The only thing we've been fighting for the last 6 sessions is Tarrasques. Crazy. They just keep showing up.
They just keep showing
Yeah,
up. I don't know
Cesar
why.
got a huge military all of a sudden.
Another Tarrasque with my 24 wisdom? No.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
so
bad.
is there anything else you guys want to discuss quickly? Do you want to talk about
Now that we have the
any
fates.
further plan or anything?
Chesuke will say, well, he'll wrap his arm around Misu again, kind of happier than he normally would be in his winter form, and be like, all right, buddy, let's go finish our steaks. I think we're happy for the night, huh? We got what we
Left your
want.
steaks at the restaurant.
You're done with your steaks. Slate came
I
in
think
as you were
this-
finishing them.
The
Ouch.
servers probably took the dishes away.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
we
let's
went
say-
outside.
one more steak. We can eat healthier. We're eating.
You
like
don't have
kings
time for
tonight.
one more steak, and Zek's gonna poof in.
Finally.
No more time for steaks. You guys remember how I'm supposed to track you down when the fortress is ready for you with the oncoming battle that's coming up?
You
Yeah.
want to
I'm guessing that's
Well,
now.
here I am. And,
Oh wait, I didn't have a night's rest yet though.
well, good thing you'll have one before we start.
Does Jack
Oh.
want to drop in that deck of many things?
No!
He's gonna go
It's
up.
okay,
to
Jack. No, neither do I.
We want to level up Jack.
He's already level 20.
Do you want to level up, Jack? You sure?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
He's gonna go up to Jack and ask him real quick because he seems more knowledgeable. He's gonna say, Jack, if I were to ask the magical card from that deck and how to stop an evil version of Alar, how would you ask?
I wouldn't.
What do you mean? Like you wouldn't
I
ask?
mean, yeah, I wouldn't ask. You want to know the answer to a question that doesn't have world impacting effects? Sure, but you're trying to ask about a single thing that potentially has multiple outcomes. You're going to get one outcome. Assume that that's the only way to handle the situation and ignore all other possibilities. He goes, and even if you say, no, I won't, we'll consider other possibilities. You're going to be heavily skewed towards the answer you get from that card. So if you're going to ask questions of that card, I would ask it with something, I would ask it a question that you're already leaning towards one solution, or basically if you already have something in mind of, will this work? If we do this, will it work? I would ask that before I ask an open-ended question like, how do I do this? That's just me though.
Oh, that's actually pretty smart.
I've had more than enough experience with those decks of cards than I care to admit. And they can be very good, but you have to be very careful with everything you do because anything that impacts your worldview skews your worldview.
And he goes, you know, this is why we were best friends back in that timeline.
I can't imagine what you're talking about.
Let's see. There you go thinking again, Jack. Now onward, let's go.
Anyway, fortress. Yeah. Sounds like we're needed.
Yup. Well, gather around, everybody. You know where we're going. You know how we're
Wait,
getting
he's gonna
there.
be like,
We're
we're shooting out of his ass. We're shooting out of his ass. Wait a minute. He's gonna be like, oh, I hope you guys are ready for this one.
You know how we're getting there.
We're shooting
We
at
had
a
to-
Island just looks confused and walks over to the rest of the group.
You'll
Create an
find
anchor.
out.
He
I thought
looks
we-
over at Liliana and Goop, and then looks at the rest of the group and is like, are they coming too? Are we bringing them, or what?
I don't.
Did you want to come to the fortress with us?
She's like, something about a battle?
Team. Well, you can stay in the fortress.
I
but
mean, you don't have to-
Maybe not.
Yeah,
we'll be
yeah.
in the battle.
You
'Cause I think-
find us.
I think it might be a better idea if perhaps we just head there by foot and meet up with you guys at a later time.
Oh, you don't want to travel by ass?
Because I don't even know what you mean by that. But
Honestly,
that sounds most
neither
unpleasant.
do I.
Honestly,
That-
neither do I.
It's
Travel
not as
Oh.
bad as it sounds for us.
That does sound unpleasant.
He's
For
gonna say,
the
well,
other person.
Well,
like, that's not
do I have
bad."
some news for you?
And he's gonna. Is it like a portal that we all have to jump through? I can't remember.
No, it's basically a
No.
teleportation circle that spawns
Aw.
at Gabriel's backside.
he
He just has Gabriel as an anchor being, not a. You're not
There's an
actually
anchor
coming out of his butt. It's just gonna be
Aw.
you're coming from
Yeah.
like the portal. The
That area.
teleportation circle appears right outside his butt.
Okay, someone catch me up about this battle.
He's gonna say, well, we owe
We're
some
being
vampires.
attacked by.
I forgot everything about
Cessler?
this.
Cessler,
four.
yes.
Thank you. I thought so. I wasn't entirely sure. I didn't be wrong with saying so.
Who else would be attacking us?
Lots of people.
Oh, you know.
Vampires.
Arcane Lark. No. You
No,
made
the
friends
vampires
with the
are our
vampires.
Oh wait, we
Yeah,
recruited
we
them.
did
huh?
befriend. We did befriend them.
Friends with the
you
bugbears
made
and the
allies with the
vampires.
By promising them something.
Yeah, we saw the bugbears start mating right in front of us. With the
Yeah, we wanted to
vampires.
send
They
vampires.
start
Yeah.
mating right in front of you. It was-
Oh yeah, they totally did. They had all that fun right in front of us.
they wanted their mating chambers back.
They
Yeah.
wanted their privacy.
It's like that one scene from The Matrix 2.
Yeah,
Where I was-
they wanted their bump and grind orgy.
Remember the part in the Matrix 2 where you sit there and be like, "Why am I watching this?"
I liked the
The entire
Matrix too,
movie.
so you know, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, you guys gather up, and Liliana looks at Slate and she goes, "I guess we'll see you soon."
See you soon.
Bye.
Pesque will go around and be like, "See you later."
See you later. And you guys gather up, and Jek has you basically do like a linking thing, like you all hold on to each other, and then one of you touches him, whichever of you is brave enough to touch him.
I
I'll
guess
touch it.
Echo, I don't know.
Cheske's always wild enough to do it.
I mean, that's fair.
I'll summon an echo and hold its hand, and the echo hold his hand.
I don't even know what I have here.
I don't know
Yeah.
whose hands I'm holding, but I'm holding hands.
Cheske will
Oh,
make
shit.
a comment as they're teleporting.
Actually,
This is gonna
no,
be a
we're gonna-
shitty situation.
We're gonna put the hang on. We're gonna
Boomba.
put the fortress.
Ooh.
I mean, it's the same as any of the Eighth Wish. It's just a fortress. Music. There we go. Boop, boop, boop.
Aw.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
infinity out of infinity.
Infinity out of infinity.
How
So
long
yeah,
is
as you guys place your hands on Jake and gather around, you can all of a sudden you feel yourself being shot onto the ground, and you all kind of tumble out onto the ground and look up and see Gabriel standing over there, like hunched over, like he had to take a really big shit.
Mhm.
Well, this isn't
Because
obvious
it
way
would
to
be
kill
so-
someone.
It still creates the force impact on Gabriel's body, because of course it does. And you just hear an ah. I don't know if that guy even got cut off.
We hear
It's
us.
just-
It did
It
not.
got cut off.
I can only imagine them.
You hear a ah, but more strained.
Nice.
We've arrived.
And you guys are in the war room, with a lots of
Don will
apples.
immediately take to his side.
Ooh.
Who are
Bonnie?
these?
Don will immediately take to his side. Gabriel's like, "Oh, my sweet Don." He's like, "It pains me that you see me like this."
I bet it does.
Hylam just like looks around the war
That's
room
insane.
at all of the strangers that he now sees in front of him.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Oh,
We're here.
And then Chesuke will chime in real quick. He'll be like, "Well, Caleb, do you think we were lying?"
no.
Liar.
He's a former Tower Knight.
Inside He's a
He's a former tower.
Just
knight.
instantly leads with that is crazy.
I mean, we did say.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh.
Thanks, Cole. That was funny.
Echo just sighs
As-
and finds a place to sit.
As you as you
you
guys as Slate says that while the group is consolidating their gathering and getting up and getting situated, Slate says he's a former Tower Knight and an individual who those of you who are at the Battle of Azelos recognize to be Aemon Tark, who is somebody that's mostly been there for the major battles. Steps up and looks at Kylam and goes, "Former Tower Knight, huh?"
Who are
He
you?
goes.
He goes, "I am called Aemon Tark, and make me a history check, Connor."
Okay, and one
Oh,
history
cool.
check coming up.
I'll give you my thing that'll let you roll your dice again if it's not good enough for you.
Okay.
Ooh.
What?
I
That's almost a 1.
should I roll again then?
What
No,
thing are
no,
you
I can't
talking
give you
about,
that.
Dustin?
No, I don't have anything.
You're
like
talking
that.
about your Tides of Chaos that you definitely can't
Yeah.
use for somebody else. I'm like, what the fuck are
Yes.
you talking about?
Also, Tower Knight and Tides of Chaos don't mix.
Dustin.
Connor, the name
Nosferatu.
sounds really familiar and fills you with a sense of like, I don't like this. like you can't put your finger on where you've heard the name before, but it fills you with this sense of like, I might need, this might be something I need to I might need to update some people on with it.
Yeah. Kylam just looks a little uncomfortable and then just takes like a step backwards.
He kind of smirks, but doesn't say anything more. And he looks back at another gentleman who is clad in a brownish robe, and he goes, "Will you join me outside? I have a desire to not be in this room any longer." And the other gentleman, who the rest of the party recognizes as Thero in human form, is like, "Of course." And he looks at Kyle. As he walks by, he looks at Kylo and kind of just like nods, like I'm sure we'll be making closer acquaintance eventually. And they both exit the room. And Elena goes, what was that all about?"
That's a great question.
That's
Yeah.
Caleb, I don't know.
It's not important.
"Sure thing,
just
sweetheart."
Yeah.
She goes, "Now, who are you?
You're
Former Tower Knight?"
Yes. My name is Kylum.
This is what we get all sorts here. Eleni, she points over, she goes, Watts, Elliot, Gabriel, you've already, kind of met.
Acquainted with.
He's just sitting there like, oh man, why does that, it's a teleportation circle, why does it make me feel so weird? Like but he's also like sitting there with Dawn like, oh, you delicate flower.
Yeah.
My beautifulest of princesses, who is now a level 14 battle warrior, hardened warrior with manifestation echoes everywhere, and
And berserkers. Damn, sex is gonna get crazy.
and you guys notice a couple of missing individuals. Picard isn't in the room, for one. That's one that you would expect to see there. And
Wait, did Echo meet Picard?
yes, Echo met Picard.
Oh
At
yeah,
the
yeah, that
Battle
was
of
at the
Azelos.
he was there at the Battle of Azelos. Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on a sec. Gorlop, so Longdong's not there. And I think that's it. Theodigo's in the room too. I think that's
Theodigo.
it.
Oh, Theodigo. Oh, I want to go talk to
Theodigo.
him.
Yeah, all right. He's in the room too, and he's actually awake.
Wow.
Oh, whoa.
But yeah, so there's a good few people that Kylum's never met before, but the group knows. There is a gentleman that you guys all see at the table that you don't recognize, but those of you who traversed the desert recognize the armor. He's sporting an armor set that you recognize from being on board the sand ship.
Wait, was
So
it that one random bald guy? that was the new acting leader.
Sergio? No, he's not. He
Oh.
wasn't bald.
I didn't know that. I was never
But,
there.
No,
You were there on the
it's
ship.
you.
But
Well,
I
I mean,
didn't-
technically got taken
wasn't
away.
there during the
Yeah,
fight.
he got thrown into jail.
Yeah, I'm the
Well,
reason why the
that's
ship
Fucked up the
crashed.
entire ship.
No, but it looks
you-
looks like maybe like an ambassador from the ship, or like somebody who like works there that's just like giving information and stuff like that. But you do in the room also you do see the green dragonborn that you guys brought out of hell with you.
Oh, nice.
I forgot we did that.
And you see Cheske sees Jimmy.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
Jimmy. He goes, Jimmy, hey, what's up, guy?
he looks at you and he like waves like happily. He's knowing that it's you now and not his partner that abandoned him.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that bit.
I don't fucking remember half these NPCs.
I remember everything about it now.
I wish I put
Yeah.
more than 100 gold on that fucking.
It
bet.
didn't that happen in another reality?
It did, but the fates did say that, or the time gods did say that a lot of the stuff would remain the same.
Yeah, but how did we meet him this time around then?
I guess it was
How
under
in-
different
how
circumstances.
Yeah. How indeed. You also notice a lack of Corinth. He's also not there.
Fucking Corinth. Off Pumanian.
Which it's just surprising that especially Picard and Corinth aren't there, given what's going on.
Yeah.
But Elena kind of like motions for you all to take seats around the war table. And she's like, so, what news?
I'm rich.
good to hear. Congratulations.
You
Chesky's
don't want
like,
me to help fund
I
the war
am the
effort?
1%. Well, you didn't lead with that.
I
Chesky's
am
like,
one.
the war's over. I'm buying Ceslor.
Yeah, apparently you can just declare you're buying things.
Yeah, and they'll sell it. to you.
Berto did state.
I did. What?
Yeah, you were like, Cheska, you could just buy Ceslor. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I just have the deed to Cecily.
I think you might need a little more than 100,000 gold.
Yeah, you might right.
That's probably close.
Cheske will get serious, and I guess he'll say that we secured another one of the seeds of power.
She goes, good. So what does that put us up to now? 4, right?
Yes.
Wait. No, it should be 3, right?
No, it's 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah, because
Oh, probably 'cause they're
in
not
this
marked.
timeline, you never lost the wind seed.
Wincy, yeah.
So where was that one at? That one wasn't at the volcano, right?
No, that was
No,
at
the
the one that
volcano
was.
was empty.
The wind seed.
the wind
wind
temple.
seed was in the wind temple up here, where the mushroom village was.
Yeah, where
Can we
the-
change that purple circle in Novaria to...
Yes.
Where did we get that other one then? We got that other one in Echo Falls, right?
Yeah.
Echo Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that
you have
was
the
the
you have
that's
the
what's
throwing
you
me
have
off.
the seed, but it's not.
There's
You still need to
Earth
find the
powered up
temple
or
for it.
anything.
And then you
Yeah.
got the earth seed. Yeah.
Okay, so we got 4. And he goes, yeah, 4. We're halfway there. Halfway there.
Lemon on a pear.
No. Why is this all like see-through? Oh, that's really bright. There you go.
Nice.
How come
Yeah.
Felix and Lex only got transported?
Huh?
I clicked on it.
They clicked
Oh,
on
you
it on their
got
own.
it? Okay.
Oh.
You know, I mean, I haven't even clicked over there, so there's nothing over there to click on. It just, if you want to be on the
I-
map of the.
I clicked over there in the off chance that we were going to need to be later, and I'd already be loaded into it.
That's fair.
That's fair.
So, she goes, so what's the plan for the other 4?
To go get them?
Okay, now world map.
We
Yeah.
only knew where 2 of them supposedly were.
Well, we do have word about one being up north that was originally in the volcano by Faranaya. That one was relocated because the temple was empty. And as we went north, we actually ended up in hell, as you are aware of.
And then lost another year as a result.
Yeah.
She goes, well, I will let you know that we did hear that the ships that were going missing heading north doesn't seem to be a problem anymore. So it looks like ships can get north now. So whatever you did down there in hell seems to have resolved the situation.
Oh, well, that's
Good.
great, I guess.
We didn't particularly do anything from what I remember.
Yeah, we
but
didn't really do
sure.
anything, but hey, take the victory.
Mm.
She goes, well, somebody did something. If it wasn't you, it's scary to think of who it was.
Just maybe-
Yeah.
Out of character real quick. We know that there's one on the moon, right? We know for a fact there's one up there. I could have swore there was someone got
Yeah,
information
We heard,
from a
we
book.
heard
Jack,
there was
Jack
one.
said it. Jack
Jack
said
said it? Okay, so then Cheske will relay that we know one is on the moon and one is also deep underwater.
Which moon?
You're
Good
asking the wrong
question. He,
person.
he didn't specify.
There was no
Well, no, no.
specification.
Jack's still in there, and he just goes, yes.
We don't even
Which
know.
moon, Jack? Which moon?
Nope.
Oh, well, we tried. I think we tried.
We tried. We gave up after one question.
Maybe that's what we should ask the card.
Where the fuck are the seeds?
Where the fuck are these seeds? Give me the exact coordinates.
Yeah, give me the map coordinates. It just gives
Give me
you
the,
the string of
the
numbers.
galactic coordinates.
But ironically, would be a great question.
What's the most optimal path to get to all the
Out
all
of
the
character,
temples?
Chesuke really wants to share the fact that he has the Fates card, but knows he shouldn't.
I would go with that. I would go with that instinct.
Once we figure out,
with
If
the
you want
rare,
to literally,
with the rare DM metagame.
yeah, I have the card that can rewrite history. What do we do? We're gonna walk into a fucking 4-hour conversation again about how.
Connor, what were you saying?
I said even once we figure out which moon it is on, which is going to be a task in itself, we still have to figure out how we're getting to the moon.
Yeah.
I can figure that out if we need
And then we have to figure out how to breathe.
We draw the moon, and then we
Would
teleport
we
ourselves to
even
the
know we
moon.
wouldn't be able to breathe on the moon? Like, in character? Like, would our characters know that science?
Astrology exists, I would think. Out of
We know about-
character.
The vacuum of space.
Yeah, like astrology exists in
Or-
the sense of like the spirits and all that, but that doesn't mean you
yeah,
know the
but not
science
astronomy.
of atmosphere.
Or that the moons don't have a breathable atmosphere.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that you know that information.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
So,
don't know whether or not you'd be able to breathe on the moon. Whichever moon you go to. I mean, for all you, I mean, and even then, like for all of you know, the moons all have breathable atmospheres, so it's
They're just other
Well,
worlds.
yeah, that was that's what I was saying. Like, would our
Yeah.
characters even think
you wouldn't even really,
would
yeah,
we
you
even
wouldn't.
be able to breathe on the moon?
We don't have a space program.
Kylem's like, we're going to the moon.
Yeah, kind of.
I want to go to the moon.
Like,
Let's go to the moon.
He kind of hears that and he like his eyes like light up a little bit.
Let's go
like,
to
hey,
the
this
sun.
sounds like a good idea.
We are
I
not going to
think
the sun.
when we would have like gone over the whole we're going after the seeds, we probably would have mentioned the locations we know we need to head towards in
Maybe.
the background information we'd give
Sure. Yeah.
But still, talking about the moon always makes him happy because
you. I mean, fair.
he follows Luna. He's
Moon
literally
boy.
wearing
Yes.
he's literally wearing
Oh,
a
you
necklace that
boy.
Moon boy.
he's literally wearing a pendant that has like Luna's symbol on it.
I
It's his holy symbol.
just curious. Do we know where that fourth one is? The last one that we don't. I only named the 3.
He's,
What
he's
one?
loony
No.
for Luna.
So you know that
Oros
one
Luna Underdark.
is in Oros, that one is well, a temple is in Faranaya.
Yep.
But that the spirit has theoretically been taken
Yeah.
north.
We know there's one underwater.
And then you know that there's
Yeah,
one
I said that
underwater,
one,
and you know that there's one
the
on the moon.
moon.
That's 4.
That's
Yeah.
all of them.
But yeah, but I didn't say Oros though. That's why I didn't.
Oh yeah.
So okay, that's. I would bring
Yeah,
that up.
well,
as well.
we know
Elena
that
had
from
said Elena had said that 2
Okay.
of them were they knew where they were, or at least originally. So that would have been, she would have been including Oros in that.
Okay. So, and then he'll kind of state. So we just need to go to Oros and then make our way
Commencement to the
north,
temple.
or something like that. We need to find a way to get into Oros and go north, and then find a way to the moon and travel underwater somehow. So,
Only. We'll
luck.
figure that out.
Yeah.
You know.
you know how it be. You know how it be out in these streets, honey.
She's like, right. Well, so things have been a little chaotic here, as we spoke last time. The Empire has gathered up the creatures that haunt these woods many of whom have decided to serve Ceslor in their onslaught of our fortress.
Awesome.
Things
Our
get a bit
army-
simple for us, can't they?
Our army can defend the walls easy enough, or at least we think. But similar to how Eslos played out, most of our men aren't quite adept at fighting otherworldly demonic beings like you lot are. And
Right.
there is the strong chance that they are being led by one of the Imperial generals themselves. Which, if that were the case, would
Oh.
mean you're up. Because we are preparing for an attack, if not at dawn, then perhaps the
I'm right
next day or the following day. So
Oh no, they're all gonna
it's an
have to-
immediate concern. And Gabriel goes, "Don't worry, my sweet
Yeah.
Dawn, I'll protect you."
Hell yeah.
Knowing full well that you're probably stronger physically than he is.
Probably not. I
He's
only have
definitely
strength of
he's
11.
definitely not he's definitely a master rogue, but you know, you could probably hit a lot harder multiple times than he can since he's a rogue and he
Oh.
gets like one attack per turn, you know.
He doesn't even have extra attack.
Yeah, I can summon.
He doesn't even have a Vorpal sword.
Yeah.
And the
And if you
Vorpal
behead
dagger.
him, and if you get a nat 20, you behead his ass. So I mean, GG.
and a Horn of Valhalla.
Yeah, I can summon a whole
Birdo?
army.
Yeah.
Before the end of the evening, to cast Heroes Feast at one point
Feast.
for people to consume, because that's up to 12 people. So Ego could pick extra if it'll load the spell. There we go.
Blows the horn. Eat my
And it lasts
friends.
for 24 hours.
No. Fucking Heroes Feast are response 5d4 barbarians.
Okay, I will depending on what you guys do, I will make the assumption that you cast this before the
We
evening
sleep?
before the battle takes place.
Okay.
How many nights is until it starts?
Tomorrow.
She doesn't know.
Tomorrow.
She's
Yeah.
she's assuming as soon
Oh,
as
okay.
tomorrow. There-
Oh, okay. Assuming.
And the reason is for a totally not meta reason. She goes, we have other concerns. Of course you remember your compatriots, the Long Dong clan. They have
Yeah.
been investigating the mountains just outside this forest to the east, and she kind of points over like this direction here. She goes, there were reports of hostile activity over there, and they did bring, she goes, much to the surprise and not preparedness of our men, they did bring a group of vampires with them.
oh,
Oh
my bad.
yeah.
He's gonna
We
gonna
probably
ask.
should have warned you guys about that.
Cheske will add about that. What was that one guy's name? Who gave me the
Vampire?
no, the stuff that makes things last longer. I forgot what it's called. Preservatives.
Oh, Elliot.
Yeah, I would. Is Elliot in the room?
Yeah.
He's gonna say, Elliot, and this more or less pertains to you, but they said they would help us to fight and not kill everybody on this side of the continent if we can procure them some preservatives and allow them to get enough human blood from this battle that'll last them all the way to go all the way over to this continental area of Ceslor in the northern province area. And not attack all of us.
Elliot's just like eyes like continue to increasingly widen as you're talking.
And I have to secure them a boat to to go across to said continent so that they are not wreaking havoc over here on this side.
Forgot all about that.
He kind of like pinches the bridge of his nose and rubs his forehead and his eyes and like drag, kind of like what I'm doing, where he's just like, oh.
It was either that or we fought them, and we don't know if we were going to make it out of that battle alive. So I mean, you're welcome for me allowing them to persuade into helping us. And he sticks his thumbs up like that and does a weird smile.
I think we would have been okay, but hey, you know.
He goes, did you stop and consider the moral quarrels that someone might have with desecrating a corpse, whether it be from an ally or an
No.
enemy, for the purposes of feeding undead creatures?
No.
Well, I thought we did have that conversation. I thought we were like, well, is that still moral? And didn't we not have that conversation, guys? Like, yeah, he looked around. I could have swore we did. Like somewhere in my.
I
thought
think
we
you
were
did,
talking
and you
about
all
it.
just
Didn't
agreed
we-
that.
didn't
Yeah.
Didn't we also come up with the conversation of asking to take blood from willing individuals?
Yeah, I think that did come up.
Yeah,
That's
and,
what
like,
I thought that's what the preservations were for, like the
yeah.
reserve the blood that we were taking from volunteers.
I think we were
Yeah.
also gonna fix them up. They were fix them. I think we were moving their home to another chamber in the cave or something like that.
Yeah, they found,
Yeah, that-
like,
that
they
was
have
a temporary
place
endeavor.
for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are those little gnomes? I thought they were coming here too.
After they were
Oh,
done.
the little gnomes. Yeah.
But
They did reach out to the fortress already, because like we did
Yeah.
get an update about Seven.
Yeah.
Reaching out to them.
I did say all of that in character, by the way. I know we kind of just like kind of deviated from that, but I did kind of like he would have looked around and asked the group, didn't we have this conversation before we were getting ready, because they were getting kind of anxious. And you guys can pick and choose whatever you want to say, but
Elliot goes, I mean, I guess, yeah, I can do that.
and trust me, like, we didn't want that. Like, it's morally wrong, I get it, but at the same time, we don't know what they can do, and it was dark and gloomy inside of a cave in the Long Dog's mating clave, and we didn't want to have to worry about those hands.
We could also get blood from willing people who are alive.
Yeah,
so
you know, I mean,
enough where that
it's-
that won't hurt them.
Well, he thinks. Do they have like blood measurements, like pints and stuff in this world too?
There's
We're
flasks
taking
and stuff.
donations.
Like,
There's
Like,
units.
you
of,
like in the
There's-
unit
there's-
of measurement.
Yeah, there's units of measurement.
He would give the unit of measurement equivalent to a pint of blood for them in preservatives, so that they can have enough to go where they need to go.
Yeah, they would need a
Are going
lot
to
of
go.
fucking blood. They would need like a blood bank's
Yeah.
worth of blood to,
Yeah.
to get like a full Red Cross
All right, we're doing a blood
facility's
drive.
worth of
We
blood.
could
Yeah,
ask the barbarians.
Come on,
after,
everybody.
Yeah,
That's
barbarians.
potentially
ask the
20 right
berserkers.
there.
Bleed them dry.
Technically, they wouldn't have flowing blood because they're coming from Valhalla, so they're dead.
Oh, boo.
They're ghosts.
Yeah, Connor, it should be okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna miss you, Connor.
He's he goes, I suppose we can solicit blood donations from soldiers who survive the battle, or even take inventory of soldiers who, upon falling, would be willing for us to use their blood to accomplish this. He goes, but if you're talking about enough blood to transport from here to the far regions of Ceslor,
This is so fucking dumb.
that's a
Yep.
lot of blood. That's enough blood for months worth of travel.
It's less dumb than dying to vampires.
True. But logistics.
Because then we have to create the preserving containers for
Yeah.
every ounce of blood we collect.
How are you even
that will
stocking
work
that much
for-
blood on a ship?
That will work for months period of time, and stocking that much blood without any crew members questioning why we're transporting such a large provision of blood. Because-
Vampire
but
crew.
I suppose I can figure something out.
We'd greatly
You'd
appreciate
be the
it.
best hope. I mean, I'm just saying they would be a very powerful military asset.
Didn't I ask Tom if he'd be
For
willing
us.
to ferry them?
Yeah, and Tom said yes.
Oh yeah, we already have our ferry.
That doesn't mean he'd have
Yeah.
a crew that'd be okay with it, but he also didn't have a crew the first time anyway, so you know, it was you guys.
Maybe it'll just be him and the vampires.
Well, we do have a lot of money. We can pay them a lot.
Pay the crew for silence. Like we'll give you guys each 5,000 gold if you don't ask questions.
We just
And
we
just stay
yeah, we
below
all
deck.
these
Stay below
gems.
deck at night while they're feeding.
find a crew made up of the worst bastards on the continent, like
Yeah.
real dirt bags.
We hire from like the prisons.
Yeah, you know, we could just send prisoneers with them, and you know, they can just feast on them if they run too low.
Because as we know,
I'm
everyone
pretty
who is
sure-
everyone in prison is a bad person.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
hey,
sure
do we have
that's
any?
a war
Do
crime.
we have any? Who cares about that? Do we have any prisoner of wars we can give them? No, I'm kidding.
So, I'm pretty sure that's a war crime. But yeah, who cares about that?
What's the Geneva Convention here,
But
man?
do our crimes really matter if we lose? I'm just saying.
I
I'm
think
just
Ilar
saying,
has an answer to
I'm
that
just
question.
saying.
Yeah, I think Ilar does in fact have answers to that question.
Maybe I do.
So she's like, anyway, they headed east. We haven't heard back from them in a couple of days. It's a few hours to get there because of Silme's efforts in making the forest an easily traversable place. If that's something you wanted to look into before tomorrow's events, or if not, that's fine. We can dispatch other individuals. Just throwing that out there, because they haven't returned yet. But yeah, other than that, we're really just figuring out and finishing up preparations. She goes, we had some elves from the Moonvale find their way up here, and they have been working with Watts to create a really unique defensive device that will, when it's working, put a magical barrier around our fortress.
Oh, that's good.
To at least assist against aerial assault.
Speaking on Silme making the efforts easier for us to traverse this forest, is there a way we can temporarily make it harder to traverse?
Silme, who has kind of just been chilling in there, it's like, unfortunately not. My magic can alleviate some of the enchantments on the wood, but I didn't create them, and I don't have control over the severity of them. I use my magic as more of a divination effort to still your minds and allow you to move more swiftly. So it's more an
Gotcha.
impact on those who are here to make their lives easier than it is manipulating the forest itself.
Somebody on the toilet?
Yes, my headset picked that up. I was walking by the bathroom.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey
That's
man,
unfortunate.
I do my best planning from the shitter. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, so you guys can talk with people among here. You can go check on the Longdongs, whatever you want to do. I have a feeling the battle itself, we may want to wait for next session based off of
Yeah,
what time it is now.
Yeah.
Because we've spent so long just drawing cards and discussing
Drawing
plans.
cards and discussing questions. I mean, you could spend more time discussing that. But
We bring the entire fucking.
you ask all of the members of the Silver Ash Fortress their input. Hey, if you could ask a question.
What would you want to know?
No, all I
I
gotta
mean,
say
yeah,
is that was the best plan Cheska has ever came up with.
Yeah, solid plan. And Jack's opinion doesn't have to be the one you go with. That's just
Yeah,
his
I mean, well,
personal
he gave a
experience
very
with-
valid opinion. It was a very valid opinion. Like, there's
Uh,
because if we got that answer, that was the answer we were going to be locked to. Because that's the one question we could ask. I mean, granted, I could use the Fates card and go back to before I asked the question, and get a different answer. I would think, but
maybe.
answer it in a different way.
But
Like,
yeah,
such
I
as
mean,
input or,
it's
know.
it's just Jack's personal experience with that kind of thing. So you take that for what it is.
and both
All of
really
my
frustrated
NPCs
with
have their
all the
own
good rolls,
personas.
or good cards, rather.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just saying, if anything bad happens and we all start wiping on the last boss, I can fake card that motherfucker.
Good.
If you save it for that for that long of a period of time.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for all of us to have to get split up and fight our boss on our own. That would be something.
I'm just waiting for Cheska to continue drawing cards.
Yo, I haven't drew a bad card yet.
Yeah.
Makes me
Jedi
wanna
You
Or-
could spend the
all
rest of
over
the you
there.
could spend the rest of the session drawing cards for all I fucking care. I don't. No, Jedi drew a bad card pretty early on. he got like 3 cards in before he was like, "Fuck," and then he
Fuck,
just
this was
kept
a
doing
bad
it anyway.
idea.
I mean, it would be a really bad timing to do that because if I were to get the Void card, my first card that I drew here, they'd be like, "Where the fuck did he go?" And you'd be like, "Well, he's gone." Like,
GG
you
no
drew a
re.
card.
Yeah.
I have plans for every card, for every negative a card in that deck. So, but yeah, so it's up to you guys. If you want to talk to people, if you want to go check on what the Longdongs are doing, if you want to talk more about what question to ask, what face to use, if you want to, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah. Did we hear anything about what the Longdongs were doing, or
They were
Longdongs?
investigating some nefarious
Oh.
sightings,
Hmm.
events. Like there were reports that shit was going down over there, and so they went to go see what was going on,
Okay.
Yeah.
and they just
Sounds
haven't
like
come
it
back
might
from
be
it yet.
useful. Hmm.
Chesgay will go talk to Theodigo.
All right, he's just big chilling.
Oh, he's not gonna do the thing where he goes, "All right, all right, all right."
I mean, he only does that when you buy stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true. He will open his bag of holding and say, "Theodigo, I have 25 of these things. These jewels or jewelry or whatever they are. Do you have enough money for me to sell
Yeah,
this to you?"
it's the card says it's 25k worth of gems, but or 50k worth of gems, but I just give you 50k, so you just
Oh, you're just gonna give me the money?
yeah, you just get the money.
Oh, okay.
I
I'll
don't.
take that.
It's not
Yeah, no, that's
specific.
cool.
It's because you could theoretically, I guess, use it for casting stuff if you had things that required gems of that nature. None of them are diamonds, so it's not going to work for revivify and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's 50k gold.
Okay. He'll go up and ask, and he'll say instead, he'll be like, "I have 101,000."
Jesus.
I'm rich up in this John. I can buy this castle.
I still like your 100 Electrum that you got.
I still don't even know what that is. I've never opened that
You-
pouch.
You don't.
Which speaking of, I probably should. But
I
that'll
don't even
be
remember where
an
you.
RP
I don't
for
even
another
remember where you
time.
got that pouch. Oh, it was in
I
the
had
basement,
that one
right?
stored. No, it
Oh,
was that
yeah,
one
yeah,
stored
yeah.
that I carried over from another time. And he was like, "I'll give you 100 of this," and then Lex, they were like, "Open it, open it, open it." I was like, I'll just trust him. I was like, I'll trust him for now. But he'll go and say he'll say, "What do you got for inventory that you think would help us for battles? Healing potions, other potions that you think that might boost us temporarily, or whatever it is you think that'll help."
Yes. That's a very broad question that he's not going to be able to just answer for you because everybody requires different things for battles. He's got healing potions.
Yeah.
He's got assortments of different potions, but it's for the most part, when it comes to Theodigo, you have to ask like for something specific that you need, unless it's like I just want some healing wares.
Okay. What do you have that would be in the higher assortment of healing potions, the higher end?
He's like, well, I mean, I got the most powerful healing potions that I can create, or that I not create that I found, and they're supreme potions of healing. It's 20d4 or 10d4 plus 20 healing.
And D4.
10d4 plus 20, and I
40, so
believe they're
40 at maximum.
so at maximum it heals 60 hit points.
60. Yeah.
And they cost what? Why does this always give me a different thing? It'd be about 5. No. I did this last time too. I can't remember what I said they were. It's definitely not 50,000. I think they're about 5,000 gold.
Yeah, I think those were the superior ones that you were talking about, right? Supreme? No.
Oh yeah,
Supreme.
yeah. The very rares would be 10,000 gold.
Okay. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us, right? 6 plus Misu. Can Misu drink healing potions?
It is 5,000. It's 5,000 gold for supreme healings.
Okay.
Can Misu drink healing potions? In his non-dragon form, yeah. Otherwise, they'd have to be fed to him, which takes an action to do instead of a bonus action.
Yeah. I do have this thing called dragon healing or something like that too. I
Yeah, where
guess.
you use your spell slots.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. So that'll be 30,000 gold.
Yeah.
Okay. I will.
That's a lot of fucking gold.
I will buy one of those potions for my companions here. One for each of us.
Okay. I guess everybody can add one supreme potion of supreme healing to their inventory.
Okay.
Thanks.
Potion Supreme.
I think you can find it in the
Items import. Right?
yeah.
Where even is it? What the fuck?
Import. Where is it at? It would be under where?
So,
So when you open your character
imports
sheet,
the
it's
three
the
Items.
three dots
dots
in the top right,
right.
and then you click on items.
I couldn't find the word items. So it would be under Supreme.
It would be
Yeah,
under
Potion of
Potion
Supreme.
of Supreme Healing.
Potion of LMNOP.
10d4 plus 20.
Potion. Nope, I don't see anything for potion.
Yeah.
Are you you're looking in the import?
Yeah, I'm at the choose. I see one choose importer. I'm in items, and I don't see anything that says potion of supreme.
Did you
healing.
click the 2 arrows next to items? The word items?
Yeah,
to op-
that's
okay.
Oh, I lied to you. No, I didn't.
Okay, yeah.
Potion of supreme.
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 One of those Johns.
I love how you guys have all this money and Connor's just over here. I just joined the party.
I have 500 gold.
I have almost 10,000.
Oh, you're right. I should take Caleb's back.
Yeah, Caleb
Okay.
could buy his own Potion of Supreme.
I'm just kidding. No, I won't do that. Okay, so we have one of those. Do you have anything that could temporarily boost one's striking power? He didn't do the all right. That's fucking
He's
crazy.
not. You're not done shopping.
No, but I bought something. You said every time we buy something.
He gives you everything all at once.
You haven't checked out yet.
You haven't checked out yet.
Yeah, your cart isn't checked out.
Striking
Just-
power is
oh.
in what? Like you run-
Anything just in general. Like, what do you think? It could just be like something for. It could be for Slate or for Don or Connor or Lex and that would help them be. That would I don't know how to say that. I really don't know. I don't.
Because there's like
I know there's
potions
hill
of
giant strength, I
like
think.
giant strength and stuff like that.
I guess none of us are really like strength based, are we?
I am.
You are?
I am.
Okay. So 2 of us are. I guess he really wouldn't know much about those. I guess he'll leave the question at that. He's like, do you have any potions that would help my friends that would increase their striking power or attacking
Sure,
power?
man. We've
in
got
any way?
potions. We've got potions that can temporarily give you the strength of giants that range on different tiers. Took me a lot to find them, or at least some of them.
How much would those be in varying prices?
Yes.
Yeah.
Potion of Hill Giant Strength
Yes.
would be 500, and that would put your strength at 21 for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Potion of Stone Giant. Strength would put your strength at 23 for an hour, and that would be 3,000. And then Potion of Cloud Giant would put it at 27 for an hour.
I'm guessing
And
it
that would
like
be
10,000.
That would be 10,000.
Yep.
And then Potion of Storm Giant would put it at 29, your strength at 29 for an hour, and that would be 20,000.
Holy fuck.
Yep.
Essentially gives you a +8 in your strength instead of +5 if you're at 20.
Yeah.
No, it'd give you a
Um, For
+9.
29?
Yeah, 29 strength.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because at
Be
22
+9.
you'd be at +6, 24 you'd be at +7, 26
Yeah,
you'd be at
26.
+8, and 28 you'd be at +9. So yeah.
I mean, I don't want to metagame realistically, so I don't know what everybody's. I'm assuming it's not over 21, right? Like that's the normal base assumption that Slate and Calum would be less.
When it comes to that stuff, I'm okay with being a little meta about it. If the group's
Okay.
all right there, so like it's okay to be like, would this even help you? Like even if you don't
Yeah.
know even if you want to say you don't know the number, you can still ask like, would this even help your character? And get an answer.
Yeah,
that way.
he'll ask. That 3,000 one, that was the one that was 23, right?
Yeah.
He'll turn and ask. He's like, do you think these potions here were those the hill giant strength? No.
23 was the stone giant strength.
Stone giant. Okay, so would these potions of stone giant strength, would they help the two of you at all in any way?
They would help a little bit,
How, just a little?
just a little.
What about you, Slate?
Yeah, that would. Some.
Some. Oh, we're looking for a lot of it though, and I don't want to spend 20,000 gold.
It's like I have 19 strength already, so that gives
Okay.
me an extra
Plus
It gives
2.
you an extra 3,
3.
2,
At 23, it'd be
Yeah,
an extra
2.
plus 2.
2.
Plus
It would
2, yeah.
it would only give me an extra +1.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
My strength is 20.
it's pretty good. I don't know if it's
Very
3,000 gold good.
okay.
Yeah, a lot
On
of
that
times.
matters at 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at
Yeah.
if you're looking at, you know,
It would help some of the less.
it could help some of the less strong people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
and I could. But how often do you attack with your weapon? I'm just curious. Like, just
Fairly
he'll
oftenly, like,
your weapon's also dex based though, Lex.
it's
right,
it's a short sword, so it's either or. It depends on which stat is higher, versatile, right?
Oh yeah, I guess if you pump it up. So in your case, it would still boost it by +3, because
Well,
as it
Right.
sits now, you're already at 18 dex. So even if you
Yeah.
bump your strength to 23, you would just swap there, and so that would really only be a +3 to your normal damage and attack output,
3.
which is still a lot. But again, it's a how much do you use your sword to?
decently,
I think I've seen you.
but not enough.
Yeah,
I
you
mean, because
typically
I
just
don't
your
use, I don't
spells.
go through all, I don't always go through and use my spells though. It depends on the situation. Like, Echo has done physical attacks, but like I'm not arguing for the potion. I'm just saying that
Yeah, no, and that's very
their
mindful,
strength
right?
is low compared to
Um,
the other fighters.
like I mean, I would rather, I mean, I'm speaking like he would speak out loud, right? So if anybody thinks of something that like, oh, hey, this could help me, even just enough to be like, oh, that would be very helpful, that I would like one of those, that's-
Having
there's nothing
extra
wrong with
raised dead scrolls would be helpful.
it. Do you have any of those?
I mean, I can cast a spell to raise dead, but having those spells saves us from me needing to hold on to the gold requirement to be able to cast the spell. There's the fact that if I don't have the energy to cast the spell, then I have the spell scroll as a backup.
I can also use raised dead spell scrolls.
Yeah, so if I die, I can get brought back.
Okay. Well, both of you can raise dead, right? I'm just curious. Like,
I mean,
out of
I
curiosity, I'm not
can-
gonna.
Yes.
I can
I mean, I
only
can right now. I
with-
don't know.
With my current magical ability, I can only cast Revivify.
Okay.
Yeah, so the
Would
scrolls
you be able
is
to
also gonna
cast a
depend
higher
on-
level spell slot then?
Okay. How much would those
Or
scrolls
a
cost?
spell scroll of a higher spell slot than you
I
can
think
cast
So-
I'd
right
have
now.
to.
Yeah.
You make a
I think
check.
I'd have to
for
make.
it.
Oh yeah, there'd be a DC roll, yeah.
because it is on my spell list. So
yeah, I know it's
can't-
on the spell list. Yeah.
So it would I just wouldn't be able to easily cast it. It would take some
Okay.
effort.
So it's a
Hmm,
matter
I don't
of
know when being
whether
able
you
to.
want scrolls of Revivify or scrolls of Raise Dead,
Yeah.
because there's a pretty big
Um,
difference.
Yeah, Raise Dead allows you to bring a character that's dead for longer than
10
X amount of
days
time.
for
back
up to
like
10 days.
10 days. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Revivify is the minute.
Raise Dead also requires a willing soul, a
Yeah.
willing and free soul, and it has the drawbacks of minus penalties for a few days.
Yeah.
How much would those Raise Dead scrolls cost?
They're
I'm pretty sure those are
fifth
probably
level
like really fucking rare.
They're a 5th level spell, which makes them.
I think it puts them in a rare tier.
Don't forget, if you guys want something too, Slate and Dawn and whatever, like I will anything within his budget range that doesn't bring him down.
Yeah,
below 50.
Raised Dead scrolls would be about 5,000, and he's only got 2 of them.
Oh,
Revivify scrolls would be about 500, and he's got 4 of them.
and not everybody
I-
can use
having-
scrolls, right?
No, and the
Okay.
Revivify and Raise Dead scrolls would only be usable by me or Caleb. So. Or Kyla.
It just it has to be within your ability to be able to cast said spell.
It has
like-
to be
like,
on your. It has to be on your spell list.
Okay.
So if your
And there's
class
no way
doesn't have that, if your class
Yeah.
doesn't have that spell list, so like you don't have access to that spell.
If only I was a wizard.
Wizard wouldn't either.
Or divine souls.
Well,
Yeah,
couldn't I
cleric.
learn from scrolls? No. Oh,
Only
that's a Baldur's Gate only thing.
You
Okay.
can't. You
Scrolls
can't.
from
You can't read them
Wizard.
if they're not on your class list.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. I mean, don't get me wrong; those are going to be really useful. But at the same time, I was thinking we can give somebody.
I was just a suggestion because you were asking what would be helpful.
Yeah.
Does he have anything that could potentially help with my DC in case Alar comes under the influence of that magic effect again? So I can more easily dispel it.
Would that be like? What would that be?
Honestly, a
mind
way to be able to just dispel a magical effect in general would be beautiful.
Would that be like a clairvoyance thing?
To raise the DC, that would probably be an item.
It would be
No.
it would be the same item that Lex has.
Well, what is that?
Yeah, the Amulet of Devout.
Yeah, it would be an amulet
Oh.
of devout.
I thought
Well,
that was clerics, but okay.
It worked
I
for
don't.
paladins too, or at
Yeah.
least Berto told me it worked for paladins.
Yeah,
Well,
it's Connor's gonna have access to items that are gonna basically function the same, but
So it's a psychological
oh no,
thing,
it is
and
paladin.
he'll look like
Requires achievement by cleric or paladin.
that's like a psychological thing that he has to deal with, right? I mean, and he'll look like is that like what it is? Like, do you just snap? Is like what is up with that? Like,
Oh, that is a. Honestly, I'm not even sure what triggers it. So
I mean, and that's true, but like
I
what?
need to roll
Like,
some
I'm just trying to
physical dice
figure it
for
out.
this.
Like,
I
if we
have
can.
I have the slightest idea of what does it, but defending against it, seeing from my perspective, I don't know how I'm supposed to do it. So,
Well, we'll figure it out later.
Hey,
Yeah.
you got a vague idea and you didn't share it.
That's crazy.
it's not
You,
my-
you know,
I-
this is a thing I've been keeping in mind.
I heard Berto say he had to roll some physical dice.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are just casually having this conversation in the war room with everybody because that's where Theodigo is. So, Ilar and Dawn, with your exceptionally high, everybody's, you guys are all talking, so for the most part, everybody's passive is going to be at disadvantage. But Ilar and Dawn, with your exceptionally high passive perceptions, you guys notice that as you guys are having this conversation, more and more members of the War Council are starting to pay attention to the discussion that you were having around Ilar's psychological incapability of eventually not being able to distinguish friend from foe, and you know, and so people are starting to
talk about this. Yeah,
people are starting to
like,
listen.
And
I
Dawn's
have
like now
ways to
5
contain
steps
them.
away.
I mean, I could wall of forest, but that'll take me out of,
That's why I
combat
think
for a while.
I
that's
thought the
why I
purchasing. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's why I think increasing my ability to dispel might be helpful, because that takes me out of combat very briefly, not for a very long time at all.
Yeah. So what? I mean, like, and he's gonna be. God, this is a terrible time to bring up this conversation.
I
Okay, so
thought
what would
this-
that be then? And he'll ask.
I
He'll
thought
just do
buying
that.
from Theodigo would be after the conversation was done in the war.
Yeah,
room.
but he's still in the war room, so like, it was just you guys were discussing in the war room what to do next, and Cheske says I walk up to Theodigo and start buying stuff.
Yes.
It seems your conversation has attracted attention. You should be
So-
careful of what you say.
Kylan honestly thought the people in the war room already knew about all this.
Nope.
He doesn't know what the people in the
They
war
don't
room
know.
do and don't know.
Whoops.
Well, they know now.
They know now. Yeah.
They're all just casually, they're just calmly listening. They're just. Ilar and Dawn would know that they're pretty intently focused on the conversation, while the rest of the group is too busy having the conversation.
So what would you need though, Caleb? What are we talking about that would increase your way to be able to dispel said homie?
Magical items. There's some amulets that I've read about that can increase my ability to successfully cast spells.
Would you have said a said amulet?
Oh, sure.
Amulet?
I've come into contact with all sorts of magical items, even from holy folks. People who have turned away from their gods or their oaths, or have no further need for their amulets, and so they just pass them off to me, and I, pay them for them, because I know that someone somewhere is going to need them.
Can we get a discount price?
Make me a
For
persuasion check.
one big war effort?
Can
Make
I
persuasion
can I assist?
By saying what?
By saying that this is to help the war by keeping Alar under control.
Okay,
Just a
make me a
wild
persuasion
thought.
check.
Just
Dang.
both of us?
It would be with advantage, Cheske.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes.
oh, okay. It's a good thing I have a 24 in charisma. And
Yeah.
a passive 22. If a 28
What?
don't counter, I don't know what will, boys.
let's go. The advantage actually helped.
It did indeed help. Theodigo looks over towards Elliot when you're explaining your need, kind of just looks back at him, and Ilar, you would notice like this very slight nod from Elliot. And Theodigo would be like, I suppose since you're buying a whole bunch of other stuff too, that I could probably make this one a little bit cheaper for you, depending on the nature or how strong you want this thing to be. Because we have different
Not my
tiers.
area
Some people just have stronger magical affinities and magical items, and so there are some that are uncommon, that are a little bit still decently hard to find, but not ridiculously rare. There are some that are rare to find, and there's some that are like super rare to find.
If I were to put it in the terms of your salesperson, I would take I would like to know the prices of the rare and the very rare one.
He goes, yeah, man.
Differential.
The rare one would probably be about 6,000. I'd be willing to shave 1,000 off for you.
Okay.
He goes, and the very rare one would be, you'd be looking at probably about 18,000, and I'd be willing to bring that down about 2,000 for you.
Good deal.
I mean, you could counter if you want to try again, and just,
Yeah.
but
It already.
Can you help me with the rare one? Do you think we can? You said it would 6,000.
yeah, and he's willing to drop it 1,000.
Can you make it an extra 250? So a 1,250 drop down instead of just 1,000.
So to 4,750 instead of 5,000.
Yeah, I don't want to drop it so low where he's like no, but low enough to where he could be like yeah, I guess I could.
I mean, roll for it.
Oh, I have to make a roll. Okay.
Yeah, it's still.
Dang, I should have just asked if I could have it.
You asked him. You asked him for the discount. He discounted it for you, and then.
Oh.
God damn, your persuasion's so
Still
good.
an 18. Motherfucker's
Yeah,
plus 12.
I think I can. I think I can do that, man. I think we can make an
Okay.
agreement there.
For 4,750, I'll do it right now.
All right. He hands over all the potions and stuff like that with it,
There we go.
and he claps his arms together with his tonfas.
He's doing the thing.
Okay, so I took those out. What's 71,469 minus 4,750?
You can just put in the where your gold is. You can put minus 4,750, and it'll do and then hit enter. It'll do the math for you.
Do I put that before?
So like highlight all of your gold,
Okay.
and then hit minus 4,750, and then hit
Oh,
enter.
nice. I wasn't sure if that would work, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Man, I'm assuming Slate at Cole wake up. I need you, Cole.
I need you, Cole. Connor, I guess you can add a +2 amulet of the devout to your.
Okay. I was about to ask which plus it was.
Yeah.
Do you need anything in particular? I'm pretty sure you're not scrounging for money, but at the same time, I mean, I just got 15 grand, so.
I don't know what Slate would even need at this point.
Doesn't hurt to ask. Oh, before while you're thinking of that, if you get the chance, Chesuke will pull out the barrier tattoo, and since he's not going to use it, he'll ask if he can sell it.
Oh yeah. Let me.
I don't know how rare that
I have to remember what tattoo I gave you.
You gave me the medium.
Medium.
It gives me a 15 plus my dex modifier.
I didn't.
Which
need
is
to throw
actually
that in
better than-
chat.
Wait, what? We have that?
Yeah, I asked if anybody needed it, and nobody said anything, so they were like, no. Like, and I was like, all right. I'll
Okay,
just
that's why. Got it.
Because it was only a medium one, and don't get me wrong, it's better than what my scales offer, but I have to attune to it, and
Yeah.
why do that when I have the cloak of displacement,
I mean,
which is,
Ilar,
in my
wouldn't
opinion,
that be like way better for you? Oh, you have to attune to it. That's what it was.
yeah, you have to attune to the item.
I'm just sitting here looking at Ilar's base AC, going, 15 plus dex might be pretty good for you, Ilar.
But it's
just a
max.
thought.
It's max of +2, so.
And if I'm not sure if Don needed it, Don is more than welcome to be
Oh,
like,
yeah,
hey, do
yeah.
you think I can have that? You know, that's not up to me. I'm just
It
throwing that
wouldn't
out there
benefit.
out of turn.
Yeah, it wouldn't benefit you, Don.
I'm still
Does-
wearing base studded leather because it literally does not matter.
Does the barrier tattoo bonus
I have
apply
+2
when
studded
you
leather.
are morphed?
No, it's an entire. It's to your skin. So even if you're morphed, I would think it would still be upon you because it's
Yeah, but
tattooed on
most-
your skin.
Most forms at this point have more AC than 15 plus 2 or like equivalent, which just eats up an attunement slot.
Oh yeah.
Dustin, he's willing to give you 2,000 for the barrier tattoo.
What is the rarity of this, by the way? I'm just curious. Just a rare, right? Uncommon.
You don't know. You'd have to.
Doesn't say.
You'd have to appraise it.
How do I appraise it?
You spend money for an appraiser.
You think
Or
Thea
cast
Digo is
Identify.
cheating you?
Oh, dang it. Wait, don't one of us have identify? Wait.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Aw.
Flower had Identify.
I'm gonna see if I can haggle it to 2,500.
Okay.
Oh,
You
that's
wild
out of the question.
surge. That's a wild surge.
Oh
my god.
Fuck me.
not
goddamn
here.
In
Fuck's
the
sake.
middle
Wait.
of the fucking war room.
I know. Is there any way? I know it would be too late, and I'll still take the wild surge. But can I Tides of Chaos that one?
I mean, if you're Tides of Chaosing it, you wouldn't take the wild surge, but like that's how that works.
Oh. I totally forgot that's how that works. It's been a while since I've Tides of Chaos. Actually, I think.
Yeah, because Tides of Chaos is basically give yourself advantage on the roll.
Yeah.
And then Birdo gets to do a wild surge on you whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I do
Which
want
could
to
be
do
right
Tides of Chaos then, because I mean it's gonna be a new fucking day anyway. I mean, I don't see why not.
Go for it.
Yeah,
I
you're
would
gonna
love
wild
to-
search anyway because I'm gonna make you because of your Tides of Chaos. So go ahead and roll
that's
go ahead and re-roll the. I was gonna laugh if you rolled another one.
That's much
Now you
better.
get to roll two of them.
Yeah, he'll take 20. He'll give you 2,500 for it.
Awesome.
And then you wild surge.
Hooray!
And as he hands it over, he's like, "Guys, I don't feel so good."
Wild surge, all the gold in your pockets turns to silver.
I don't feel so good. Wild surges.
Where is the-
You're made to draw
where's-
another card.
Where's the rollable tables? There we go.
Yeah.
Wild search. You lose your fates card.
1d6
1d6
confused badger.
confused badgers.
So as you as you hand over the gold, a shockwave emits from you, and just randomly within the room, a bunch of badgers start appearing. Hold on, let me roll.
How many badgers?
How many badgers, bro?
Three badgers. One of them appears on the war table and starts knocking over like the tokens and stuff like that. One of them appears out of Gabriel's ass, and he's like, "Really?" And then one of them appears and is in Jek's beard, and you see it chasing around a squirrel that already had set up a home in there.
Yo, what the fuck? He's gonna
How
be like,
fucking-
"Yo, I am so sorry."
The only one who seems everybody seems annoyed at the one that knocked over all of the tokens on the war map. Jek doesn't seem to give a shit, and Gabriel's just like, "Come on, man, why is it always the ass?"
I guess he'll be like, "Misu, can you shoo them out of here, please? I'm sorry."
Misu's like, I think we should leave them be because they seem confused, and we don't really want to have to deal with killing badgers in the middle of a.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, I was supposed to roll for the 1d6 confused.
I already
badgers.
did. Yeah, I
Oh, you
already
did?
did.
Okay,
That's
okay.
where the 3 came from.
Okay.
Um,
He's gonna be like,
Yeah, so they run around, they scurry around for a minute and then vanish. They're not going to attack anybody because I'm not dealing with that right now.
I'm gonna help people
We're
reset
too
up the
close
war
to the
table.
end of the session.
I'm gonna help reset up the war table that the badgers went and messed up.
I'll do the same.
Did Slate figure out what he thought he would want?
No.
You got time. You
And then
can
I'm
do
gonna-
some shopping and downtime too.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, that's cool too.
I have to look
Um,
at the magic items.
I big struggle with shopping.
Does Don want
Felix is
anything?
going to draw. Felix is going to
No,
draw a card in the middle of the war room.
Dawn is already
Not-
pretty much stacked for the most part.
Hey, it doesn't hurt to be more stacked.
Yeah, with her Vorpal Rapier, and she has +2 studded leather armor. It's like, she is. The only
But what
thing
about-
that the only
But what about second Vorpal Rapier?
yeah. What about second Vorpal Rapier 11Cs?
With the 2 rapiers, it's
11Cs. Afternoon tea.
Takes the dual wielder
Um,
feat. Dual wields vorpal rapiers.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess
What that?
That'd be awkward as shit to do dual wielding rapiers.
can I open the import item and see if there's any other items that I could buy?
Yeah, but I feel like you could do that in between sessions too, and start.
Yeah, and that's fair.
I'll leave
kinda
the
just looking
room.
at potions.
Yeah, I'll leave the room open because you guys will be able to buy and stuff like that and have downtime discussion. The question I have for the group is, are you going to have the fortress send out scouts to find out what's going on with Long Dongs and the vampires, or are you guys planning to go?
I feel like the vampires are our problem to begin with. I feel bad sending in scouts.
Yes, but we don't know when the battle is gonna start, and if we're not there,
It'll
then-
take you a couple hours to get there, figure it out, and assuming you're able to turn around and come back, it'll be a couple hours back. But so you'd be back in time for the battle. It's
Yeah. We'd be back probably in time to even get some rest before the battle.
sure. Absolutely.
How much are potions? Of
Oh yeah, do
haste?
we need a rest?
Or speed? Sorry.
You will need to rest. Because some of you are injured from the Nocturne trials.
Yeah.
Potions of speed?
Speed.
Potions of speed. Monk. It's beginning.
They are 20,000.
Holy shit! Kiss my ass.
They're very rare. And he would
Yeah,
only
that
have
shit is
one.
expensive.
He would only have.
I mean, the ability to have haste on you with no concentration required for a whole minute, that's fucking huge.
yeah. And I
Yeah,
suppose
he
that's
would
like
only have
60,000.
one on him currently.
Okay.
Yeah, haste is crazy. Your AC increases by 2, you double your movement speed, you get the extra action
Yeah.
attack. Like it's wild.
That is pretty massive. What's a potion of advantage? Does that just give you advantage?
Potion of advantage.
It
Oh,
is
yeah,
an
there is.
uncommon potion. You gain advantage on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw of your choice within the next hour. Oh, it's just one thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an uncommon.
Alright, I think... Well, if anybody finds something they would want that doesn't cost 20,000 gold, just kind of...
The only thing Dawn would maybe want is like a ring of protection, but that's about it.
I was about to say a cloak of protection.
I have a cloak of protection. The only thing that she would really want is like the only thing that she could possibly ask for is to use her last attunement. That's literally it.
What I know this is out of character, but are you already wearing a cloak or something?
I'm wearing a cloak of protection.
Would it be okay to ask Berto if they want this item?
I don't know.
I don't-
what
I don't
item you're
wanna-
talking
If
about.
you're not using it,
I don't
It's
know
the
what item
Frost
you're-
Reeve. It's basically the same thing as a ring of protection. It gives me a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while wearing this armor.
Are you not wearing that right now?
No. I got my Staff of Power, Amulet of Health, and Cloak of Displacement on.
You can also wear the armor.
Oh, right, because
But
you
it's-
have
it's
your
attunement.
yeah,
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
And as
you-
much as
you
I
have
wish
your,
I could
you have your well, you also have your dragon scales, which
give
give
me
you natural armor.
more.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can offer whatever armor you want to anybody.
but
But
I'm already wearing
that-
a +2 stuff.
yeah, that does
Oh,
that,
yeah,
it may be
that
it may
does.
be clothing, but it would stand in the place of armor. It's basically cloth armor, so it's for
Yeah,
people
and
who
I'm
can't
the only
wear
one-
armor.
That could wear this. I mean, I guess Watts is in here. I guess he'll see me sell it, but fuck him.
I mean,
Damn.
you think nobody's ever sold something made by Watts before?
No, I'm just saying that, but doing it right in front of him. After it, it did do me some pretty solid for a little while.
But Theodigo doesn't want it
Why?
because he doesn't. He's like, I don't have a use for that. He goes, that's a niche item that was custom made for somebody, and it would take very specific people that would want that in return for selling, and I am a traveling merchant, and I don't. I do dabble in rare and wondrous items, but they're typically more.
For everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, doesn't
I mean,
hurt to try.
there's, you would probably be better, and he would tell you, he'd go, you'd probably be better selling that at, like the Mage Tower, or, maybe even somewhere like, up north or something like that, where they need stuff that helps them against cold. But I don't typically travel that far north.
Do
How
you
much
want a
are-
Kraken's eye?
Sorry.
What's up, Connor?
I was gonna ask Theodigo how much cloaks of protection are, because I don't have one.
Cloak of Protection, I think, is 500. Yeah, 500. 500 gold.
Oh, cool. I
How much
hand
is a
over
ring of protection?
all of my gold.
You could just ask me, and I would give you one. This is like it's.
No, it's fine.
He doesn't know you well enough.
It doesn't hurt to try.
Ring of Protection would be 5,000 gold.
Okay.
And yes, they
Small
accomplish this. They accomplish the same thing, but you can wear more than one ring. You can only wear one cloak.
Yeah. I have the cloak and my rapier.
But they would stack.
Did
Okay.
Alar need anything? I feel like I neglected Alar.
I
I guess we can ask him.
can't.
about that.
I can't use most magical items, so
Okay.
for me it's just potions of healing and figuring out how the fuck to deal with my shit.
That's not entirely true. You can use magical items. It's just there are specific ones that would
Super
benefit you.
That I'm
Like, you
pretty
could
sure.
You could rock some higher level studded leather if you wanted. You could.
Okay, but like yeah.
Ilar
when I'm
starts
spending-
walking around with an animated shield.
I mean, anime 2 would be nice, and
They're expensive
Actually,
as fuck.
expensive as fuck,
I think
though.
they're very
like-
rare items.
Yeah, if we still had it.
If only you still had it and it didn't get void warped.
It didn't get kapoofed.
It never existed.
Yeah.
Never existed.
What's in
But I tell you what, let's do more shopping and downtime. We'll cut the session here. And you guys can talk to the NPCs that are around, because you could wander the fortress. It's just not advised that you leave the fortress unless you're going to go track the Long Dogs down. Which, if you decide to go track the Long Dogs down, we'll do that in session. But yeah, so we'll end the session here. Streamworld, it's good to be back after a month. Hopefully we're able to have a session next week, maybe, possibly, who knows. But we will see you guys next week for more War of the Eight, and I will be changing the stream title because that didn't happen. So bye.
Bye.
Bye.